You won't forget this moment. Now look this way. All eyes on me.
Wonderful shot. Yes, you can. Well, after the great storm of 26, the great cleanup has begun. And the piles of snow, who needs Cortina? We could have our own downhills here off of some of those snow drifts as we come inside the Paramount Fine Food Center and say, on this Monday afternoon, hello, Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Scotties. Joe Russ is here. We'll hear from Kathy momentarily. We got to look at teams in Pool A this morning, and we've said it already a number of times. There's something different appears, anyway, about Caitlin Laws. Now, not skipping, but just throwing the fourth stones for Selena Negevin.
And watching her, she has her confidence back. She's gone back to that sweeping role on her team. She was third for so long, contributes up the lineup for those front end rocks, and then just has to worry about making the last one. She has been so dialed in on her draw weight all week, and it was the same story this morning. This is a very confident looking fourth rock thrower.
And this is against Taylor Stevens out of Halifax, the Halifax Curling Club, and drawing against the two, and there she is. As we say, very focused, very confident right now is Caitlin Laws. And so you see that Carrie Anderson has picked up a win, the four-time Canadian Championship, caught a couple of threes in hers. Jolene Campbell, a winner for Saskatchewan, scored and stole two in 10 for the win. Reese Hansen wins her first. She stole 6, and Caitlin Laws and her team, they stole 6 on the way to their win. So as we expected in Pool A, two teams, Anderson, Laws, all that experience, and it is showing. It appears now everyone else is fighting for the third and final playoff spot. So now we turn our attention to Pool B and the sage of curling. And the analysis is so good. He said 5 teams would have a chance, and I hate to admit it, but you're right.
They do, all 5, Joe. Unbelievable. But the problem with that for those 5 teams, and this Northern Ontario team's a good example. They lose this one. They're actually 2 games because they've lost one before. Peterson hasn't. They're 2 games in the loss column behind Manitoba. You've lost to them, so you have to get outright ahead of them because of the tiebreaker situation. So it's really, really important when you're playing one of these top teams. You have to win those games.
Yeah, those are the 5 right now that we did expect to have a chance. Remember, only 3 get out. So it sets up a big game. Peterson against Scharf, and Kelsey Calvert playing so well.
I was so impressed with this team last night, Vic, but it was a really tight game because they were unable to convert their hammers until the 9th end. That was when they scored their first 2. Nothing deep. They slid early in ends, slid to the back of the rings, and were unable to generate those 2s. Shrink the scoring area. Once everyone has draw weight dialed in, they want to keep a lot of pressure on Northern Ontario, who struggled last night. Yeah, they struggled with their ice reading. It's something that they've worked on, but they did have a problem early adjusting to the ice.
Adding degree of difficulty is the key to winning this championship. It's the only way you're ever going to beat the top teams. I like what Northern Ontario's done so far, Joe. They've lost 1, but the other 2 wins are very impressive because they're applying pressure. It's the only way you're going to get them to crack. Set the table is the other one for this team because the Northern Ontario front end's 5% advantage. Go with that front end early.
Keys to the game are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
We like to try to play with a little bit of confidence and knowing that we do belong here. I think goal number 1 would be to finish in the top 3, win as many games as we can, put ourselves in situations to win games, and try and make a run into the playoffs.
We know going into that game we're going to have to play our best and just try to stay close with them, but you just have to focus on what you can do. Try not to look at your opponent too much and focus on making your shots the best that you can.
The 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporter for 45 years. By Home Hardware, locally owned, genuinely Canadian. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
Well, only Selena Sturmey out of Alberta has the afternoon off. 3 other games Kathy's watching, including a Christina Black team from Halifax coming off their loss to Peterson.
Well, it was a tough extra end loss, but Joe Brothers said we didn't expect to win them all, and they liked the way they played. They'll try to get back in the win column against Newfoundland and Labrador's Mackenzie Mitchell this afternoon. Kayla Skurlik opened with a loss, set her reeling a little bit, but they looked much better in that win yesterday. We'll try to make it 2 in a row as they take on Julia Weigel and the team from Nunavut. And finally, a battle of 2 Atlantic provinces, PEI and New Brunswick, both looking for their first win. That's Melody Forsyth and Amanda Power.
And our featured game, of course, is Manitoba, Northern Ontario. Time to meet the team now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware, locally owned, genuinely Canadian. They are skipped by Kelsey Calvert with Beth Peterson at third, Catherine Remillard and Melissa Gordon-Kurz rounding out the 4. The Northern Ontario champions from the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay, skipped by Krista Scharf with Sarah Potts, Kendra Lilly, and Ashley Sippola backing her up. And it is Redstones that will have last rock. That is Peterson, so she will have the hammer, and she wins it quite comfortably. Interestingly enough, it's all the Redstones, so the hammer is on the 4 tops of the scoreboard, and this is where I'd probably sing something about the 4 tops because I just can't help myself.
Well done.
Thank you. Peterson with last rock. Had to get us underway. The Northern Ontario lead is Sarah Potts.
It doesn't surprise me. Manitoba won the draw to Labatt, and Kelsey was unbelievable with her draw weight yesterday against Christina Black. When you're a better drawer than Christina Black, you're making shots.
Yeah, that's really saying something, isn't it, Russ? This surface has just been beautiful. I mean, and right off the start, opening weekend, you'll usually see the ice makers kind of making some tweaks and such, but the speed looks so consistent even into that 11th end. We saw an extra end last night, and the speed was virtually unchanged. As the players, you have to watch which paths have been used because if you haven't thrown somewhere in a while, it's a little bit slower, but that up-to-speed stuff stays the same the whole way through.
A little bit slower on a fine shot makes a big difference, but you're right. As ice goes, this is as good as it gets. Even that little bit slower can be, you can make the adjustment with the brushing.
4th straight game that Manitoba and Calvert have started with last rock. Northern Ontario are 2-2. 5 rock rule. Of course, 10 ends. You have to play a minimum of 8. 38 minutes thinking time, 1 60-second timeout, and no tick rule center line until the 5th rock has been played.
10, easy, clean. Clean, yep.
I'm not super surprised for Northern Ontario coming into the rings with their first rock after last night. 15-5 loss to Team Alberta. Probably just wanting to make sure they don't get into it too early here.
Well, as I said to you, Ashley Sippola said, well, first of all, nothing went right. But one of the things they were working on prior to getting here was reading the ice, getting a handle on the ice. And I thought something she mentioned was peculiar to a degree. They're not a night team for some reason.
No.
You would think that they would be prepared to go anytime, but no, they're more of a morning and afternoon team.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that that's one of the disadvantages of just training at home. When you're on the road, you have the first thing in the morning draws. Sometimes you're playing late at night. And for this team, they've been able to plan their schedule based around when they have time to throw. And probably it's not 9 o'clock at night. But sometimes at an event like this, you play in the morning and you play at night. And they just were not prepared for that.
Yeah, these teams that play on tour regularly, they'd have their little recipes for how to get themselves individually and as a team, how to feel at your best. And I know a lot of teams that you take your nap at 3 in the afternoon, you wake up at 4, and then you basically restart your day. So if you have a morning game, you get ready in the morning, and then you just pretend it's the morning again later, 5 p.m.
That's what Russ does. Well,
Yeah.
you
I was
got
gonna say, yeah,
50 minutes, Russ.
Exactly.
You beat me to it. Honestly, I was going to say, honey, he's napping right now.
Anybody should be tired as Kathy
Wow.
getting the car cleaned off last night.
Gracious. I got brand new boot sponsor.
That's right. Hi, I'm Kathy. My shovel is from. Oh, very funny. But the great cleanup, boy, I tell you.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since this part of southern Ontario has seen that much snow. Kendra Lilly throwing the second stone. Makes her home in Sudbury, so they do a lot of Zoom training, if you can believe it.
Clean.
She'll be at the club throwing, and their coach Rick Lang will watch her from Thunder Bay.
Okay. Speed will be similar here.
Sure, the viewers don't love ends like this, but it's never wrong to bank a bit of time.
Yeah, especially for Northern Ontario in particular. They had trouble kind of puzzling out the ice last night, so it's nice to save some of that thinking time for later in the game. Make sure that they dissect what they'll be seeing out there. Ooh, 36% hammer efficiency.
Yeah, that plays to what you said earlier. They were 1 for 6 last night, and that's not very good. I mean, as we often say, you want to be in that 45-50, 55% in scoring 2 or more when you do have that last draw.
Probably not rolling in, so just peel.
So there's Carrie Einarson, top of the table, tied with Laws, 4 straight wins, and their team is at 68%, just to give you an idea. And
8.5.
by comparison, Laws is at 47% hammer conversion. So that's where you want to be. That's the goal. Oh dear.
The other half of that equation is steals. And Carrie Einarson was just a fraction under 40% steal conversion, which is ridiculous. Like, I think Jacobs was 10.
All right, there you go. So, you play your end open, Northern Ontario, Scharf, and now look what happens. You miss it, and you roll over, creates the corner, and here goes PEI, or Peterson.
Starts at the back here.
Oh, yeah, I see.
And goes all the way to almost the Scotties
And
logo.
Kelsey called the corner guard on the other side of the sheet on purpose, wanting to show Northern Ontario a different spot, and thought they might get a miss there. He hit some fresh pebble, and maybe didn't take enough ice, or the throw might have just been a little bit off target. Now the opportunity here to get that multiple score right away.
Tough to get this fully buried because you have to get tight. You don't want to get too tight. You'll tap it into the rings when it's so close to the top 12 here.
And it's interesting because Peterson said after the win last night against Black, first of all, they didn't expect Black to miss her draws the way she did. She was a little heavy. But she did say, when you get an opportunity against a team as good as Black, you better take advantage. So here's a great opportunity here. But if you go deep, then you're just getting it right back.
No, for 2 reasons. You might not get your 2, but you might not get your blank going deep because a well-placed freeze from Northern Ontario, and that's just about ends your blank opportunity.
Yeah.
It's pretty good effort there, Joe. You didn't want to get too much tighter to that yellow one.
This should have shape. Yeah, it should come
Yeah,
out
what I
there.
like too is that was sweeping weight. It wasn't there on its own. They weren't begging for it to stop. You want to make sure you're on the right side of tolerance there.
Well, an opportunity, though, right here. They still get out of this if they make the run back. Ashley Sipola.
Hard. Hold it there. Hard. You got it. Hard.
Sarah Potts. Bang, gone. No, stuffed it underneath. Look at that. And leaves it underneath.
Good pull.
Great shot.
Nice shot, Ash.
Sarah's on this the entire way, and just to stick it right there.
So help me out here, Russ. Were they in fact playing for that shot, or were they playing to raise and get rid of it and maybe lose the guard as well?
No, for sure. They wanted to stick it.
Okay.
And the fact that it wasn't buried made it even harder. You had to hit it on a bit of an angle, get it to roll, save the thrown rock. No, that's job number 1 there. Now, if this double's not made, now the force is back on.
Other way.
Peterson.
Hard out. Get out.
Oh, and will it go?
Hard out.
Will it go? Here it comes. Now they've been spinning back. Oh, and it will not spin back enough.
Get back. Sorry.
Good audible there. They changed gears halfway down.
Stretching. Sorry.
That's fine.
For like 6 things. Not being ready, hitting it the wrong side. Hard out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Go, go, go. Hard out.
Get out.
Go,
Hard
go, go, hard out.
Go, go, go. Okay.
Good.
Body language, it always works.
Always helps. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's tough because I don't hate that throw, but I know what you're saying on that spot. It's a little mad. Yeah.
Didn't have the best of games yesterday. Really, 65% overall this week in their first
I'm good. It's running a bit.
3 games is Krista Scharf. Ashley Sippola saying, nah, you know what, not fair. The numbers aren't there yet. Last night, certainly struggled.
Yep, all the way back. Go, go, go,
But,
all the way back. Go further.
Figures that the skip really is feeling it this week so far.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. If the lineup in front of the skip is struggling and the skip is looking at really tough shots every end, it's either a make or a miss.
Yeah.
So
That
you'll
probably,
see
if
a
I threw that in the draw,
percentage in the 40s sometimes when that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
They might be off by a centimeter, a millimeter, but it's still a 0 on the scorecard.
10-5. Okay. You got it, Kels. Nose is okay, but we can try for that big roll. Okay.
If you're just joining us and don't know, this switch was made after the pre-trials for the Peterson team. Peterson electing to go back to throw third stones, and Kelsey Calvert taking over the skip duties. And it really has, according to Peterson, lit a little fire under them in their new positions, and it's paid off so far as they've won their first 3.
10-5. Yep. Yes. Yes. 10-5.
I just think
Okay,
Beth's
okay.
better at the 3rd position and Kelsey's better at the
That works.
4th position. It's just my
Good
opinion.
throw.
It's their style of play.
Yeah.
Beth's an unbelievable hitter at a high
Yeah.
weight, very, very accurate. You get so many of those at 3rd.
All right, our first update, and let's check in on Christina Black, as she does have last rock against Newfoundland and Labrador's Mackenzie Mitchell.
And a really good opportunity to open this game with 3. Joe Brothers made a really good come around a corner. So there were 2 buried, and Mackenzie Mitchell chased, but she ticked the guard, and that allowed Christina to draw to the open side. Newfoundland, Labrador able to pick one of those stones out, but this is any part of the paint for 3.
14-5. That curled a ton at the end. Really nice. 3.
And that is for 3, so converting right out of the gate. They're 1 for 5 in their conversions last evening against Peterson.
I really.
Go the other way. Girl. 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 Girl.
10-3. I'm gonna go.
You talk about what players are suited for better positions, and whenever you're talking to a young curler, you got to think of the curling team. It's not a ladder. You're not the worst at lead, the best at skip. It's who fits best where. And like you said, for Beth Peterson, that hitting ability, the way Kelsey Calvert likes to call the game, lots of rocks in play. You set it up, and then you can blast on Beth's if you need to, and then Kelsey makes the draw. It's just working so well for them.
Is it ever?
And I think the other thing that Beth really brings is she has a high energy level. She's really engaged in every shot. And as a skip, she was isolated on the island at the other end. And now she can bring that to her team with the encouragement. It's a really good switch, in my opinion, as well.
Screeching right before she throws. Nice go.
And so we'll put a blank on the board here in this first. Peterson. Sharp. Must win for Sharp. We started on Friday night. This is day 4 of the Scotties from Mississauga and the Paramount Fine Food Center. Still working on one hand. As we welcome you back on this Monday afternoon featured game. Manitoba's Kelsey Calvert out of the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg against Northern Ontario's Krista Scharf from the Fort Williams Girls Club in Thunder Bay. Blank the first. Northern Ontario sitting the 2, and up goes the corner with the second. Lead stone from Melissa Gordon-Kurz.
Why are we going this way?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't understand.
Well, I guess to keep.
So it's like 14-8 to tee. So
Change turns on them.
16 and slightly full.
Are you, if you're sitting in a hack like Kendra Lilly is now, Can you be surprised when the skipper says, okay, we're going to go in turn instead of going out turn to throw the guard?
Yeah, and I think we heard Kendra say that she was surprised. There's nothing wrong with either turn if you know the line and where to put the rock. The important thing with this guard is you want to guard the side of the rock that's closest to that corner. You don't want to leave a hit and roll under cover.
We are in.
We're to it.
Not quite.
Curl.
And in they are for sure. So, mistake.
15-4.
That's very quick.
Yeah. Roll.
Yep.
Okay.
All the scores, Kathy.
Well, we showed you that 3 spot for Nova Scotia. It was Skrlik stealing 2 against Nunavut in the opening end, and a really nice draw to the forefoot by Melody from New Brunswick to take her single. She was facing 2.
Both those teams, New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, looking to win their first, coming in with 2 straight losses, both.
That's up.
9. Whoa.
Catherine Remillard.
If you get the double thick enough, you might be able to save the shooter.
Peterson.
Hard back.
Only going to get 1, but they do save the shooter.
That was set up that if you make it properly, the double, you're probably buried.
So my other weight. This should curl though, no?
Yeah, more in the
Oh,
middle.
yeah, mine didn't go crazy. I know you're out wider.
Dead on's not a bad option here. I didn't actually see Krista's call, but you roll over, you're setting up another double.
Yes! Hard. You got it. Hard.
No roll.
I will roll it
Okay,
over on top.
Sweet. What was I got 10-2.
10-2. There's no way that was a 10-2. 9.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too thin.
Couple of overthrows to start
Making
there
a
for
double?
Kendra
Yeah,
Lilly.
let's go, Kat. Right at it.
Yeah, same speed.
Yeah, I think they just haven't got the broom in the right spot yet. Firm weight again, and you can get close to that corner guard if you make this double.
Hard back. Hard back. Hard back.
Beth Peterson.
Nice. Hard roll.
Yeah, there you go.
Really good, Kat.
Good shot.
Good shot.
The Sage was right again.
That's right. That's why the previous shot, to really brag, the previous shot, a nose hit would have been the option, Joe. Like you get in the habit of, let's roll away from this corner guard because I don't have hammer. But that's what set up the double and roll.
Yeah, nose hit would have left a hit and roll behind the corner.
Yeah,
But
then you've got a short run.
and at least you're sitting shot in the 8 foot
Yeah.
on the other side of the
Yes.
sheet. When they knew that they were rolling, they needed to roll that farther.
I like the run or the peel. Well, the run, we got to be careful.
Sure.
We got to go this way then. Okay. Like basically that way.
Run back's the
Okay.
best result, but Krista's
Actually,
very
let's go
correct
this
here.
way.
You
Okay.
got to miss it on the
Let's make it Ash.
high side, not the low side, or you could run into that yellow one and get unlucky.
Ashley Sipola, again, another of the stories coming into this event.
Hard.
Ashley now throwing the third stones,
Okay, whoa.
leaving Kendra Lilly
Whoa.
at
Yep.
second.
Whoa. Yep. Okay.
That was weird, eh? It was very weird. Released it, like didn't have it.
Or split the house.
I assume it's going to be really good here too.
So in talking
Yeah, I
with
would agree.
Beth Peterson prior to the game, this is the one thing she's had to make the adjustment. We just saw her brush that stone of Catherine Remillard, and this is what she hasn't been used to. I have to settle in, let my heart rate come down, because almost immediately after sweeping, I've got to throw.
I like it. I think it's there.
Yeah, that's something a skip like Russ would know nothing about.
Well,
You do your intervals in your off-season training. You work on your recovery. That's what you do all summer as a front-end player. A skip wouldn't necessarily have the same type of workout regimen. And for Beth, she took on this role mid-season. So you're kind of cramming for an exam and trying to figure out how to manage your body.
Okay.
The other option is when it's 15 seconds out there, tell them it's 14. And
Oh, it's going to throw it a little
you don't
harder.
have to sweep.
Yeah, I don't sweep as hard. But it's a matter of recovering your heart rate, or even just getting used to throwing with your heart rate higher than you would be used to, and knowing how your body's going to react.
And that's what she was saying, Joe. I'd asked her, you know, is it harder to not call the game? Is it harder to have to brush and judge from the rock from a different angle, not coming at you, but looking over it? And she said she really leaves a lot of that to her other players, to Catherine and Melissa, but it is just breathing heavy and then sitting in the hack and having to dial it in, and that's something that she's going to have to just get used to.
Wow, very nice.
How good is that?
Ashley Sipola.
We touched on these stones being
nice shot.
not nearly as dense, so when they hit, they absorb a little bit. And I find when you cross the face, you're not getting very much carry at all, but that was high side, and using the gear effect to your advantage, just a brilliant roll. Does that ever change things?
See you line.
Need a decent freeze here. It's probably a force.
Northern Ontario sitting the 2.
Line's good. Right on it, Kat.
Granola closest to the stone.
Gotta go. Yeah, hard.
Gordon Kurz out in front.
Drag it, Kat. Keep going. Keep at it. Go. Further. Okay, well.
And they are the shot rock. Didn't get down to freeze it, but they are the shot stone.
Really good shot. Good breath.
Really nice effort. That's the first time they've seen that line for speed and also for how much curl they were going to get.
But I mean, they sound it back line.
14-3, yeah.
And I'd rather see that 2 feet light than 2 feet heavy bouncing off. This still forces Northern Ontario to be precise.
Yeah, should be a good shot.
It'd be impossible to sit 3 because it's in front like that. It's, to your point, you chip off it. Now there's 3 in there.
Lily, and oh dear.
Good sweep.
Love to pick that clean, but Beth's freeze is now got that blank going again.
Yeah, that what looks like it's going to be super straight, but
Yeah.
you saw they threw that run back, so you saw from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like 10?
Could you have
Yeah,
played,
I thought 9.5 to
Russ?
10 with this ice.
A little,
okay.
because they weren't frozen. Could you have played a little softer weight, chip it to the side, obviously trying to avoid the jam, and then rolling that shooter towards the back?
Yeah, I think that might have been a better play. A little dangerous, but you could have chipped, maybe hit 3/4 of it, stayed with your shooter, and killed the 2 back
Once
ones.
she swept it, she was able to,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a good call, period, by Team Manitoba, just to play the freeze. Most teams would hit, and then you might end up being forced. And they've created a chance for a blank here.
Yep.
Kelsey Calvert.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Good shot. 9-5. Okay, Kels.
Roll into the center, eh?
Nice toss. Good call. Okay. That came up nice. Yeah, it did.
Kelsey saying to us yesterday,
Roll it to center.
they complement
Yeah,
each
good.
other a little better now. Kelsey is a little quieter, a little more introverted, I guess you could say. And when she was playing third, she even admitted maybe I wasn't giving enough information to Beth when she was skipping. Now it's the other way. And Beth, a little more animated. Beth saying that maybe I have to watch and dial myself back a little bit because I just always want to provide information. So it has changed the dynamic of the team. Says it has lit a fire under them, and it's shown in their first 3 wins.
Roll it in, Ash. Roll. Good shot. Roll. 10-1.
So looking for a second straight blank. Kelsey Calvert coming in as the 7th seed and trying to win Manitoba's first championship since Carrie Anderson in 2020. Interestingly enough, she's tied
Yo.
with Caitlin Laws at 89%.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard cat. Clean. Get back. Get it.
Second straight blank on this Monday afternoon. The Paramount Fine Food Center is our home until Sunday evening when we crown a new Canadian women's curling champion. Day 4 of our coverage of the 45th anniversary of the Scotties and the 66th Canadian Women's Curling Championship, playing on Sheet D, 4 sheets in play. Only one team not on the ice, that's Selena Sturmey out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton. We've blanked the first 2, and once again here in 3, it is the Manitoba champions, skipped by Kelsey Calvert out of the Assiniboine Memorial, that do have last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Redstones.
Top 8. It'll be okay. Top 8. Mine's good. Doesn't. Okay, curling is fine.
Top 4.
Just gotta sit.
Curl.
No. Does not need to curl.
Good, Melissa.
Good, Melissa.
4
Good
perfect
spot.
shots at the start of this N3 here.
Small half. Okay, and if we take the guard, that's fine.
We're shot. Could guard it.
We're shot?
Yeah.
I got.
Let's go over and check in on New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, Kathy.
Well, it is that yellow stone that belongs to Prince Edward Island that was shot. She elected to play the draw when she was facing 2 red, and then she was countered by another stone right on top. But it is not shot. She's trying to play off the wings and try to get to the center. Only way to try to score 2.
Just falling. 8.
But will not catch it on the inside. So just the single.
So Power and the team from the Summerside Curling Club get on the board 1-1 tie.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Amanda Power making her debut.
Got room, lots of room. Gotta go for Wee. Sarah. It's all Sarah's. Hard, Sarah, if you can.
Gotta tuck a piece.
No line, gotta go. Hard, both of you, go. Hard. Gotta get it back here and just bury it.
Keep going.
Yep, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Keep going.
Interesting call there, Joe. Which is, you get it in the top button, you get a miss on the top, and you're in pretty good shape. But most teams would throw a longer guard there.
Yeah, especially there wasn't a lot of real estate to work with, and that tight guard is a really good guard. So put one up higher and
save it. Yeah.
Yeah, block that middle situation.
Such a short run back here to make 2 go away. You can make this with a softer weight, maybe roll over and kind of double guard your own.
Gotta go.
Look at that. Touched them all, moves them back, leaves the shooter out in front just off center guard.
A little unlucky to get their own on the backside.
Yeah, you obviously never like taking out your own rock here, but it is nice to make noise in the house for Catherine. That rock in the top of the 8-foot was a problem. It's in a problem area, so sure, they're not too pleased about losing their own, but it is a better situation now for Team Manitoba. Now it's their own rock out front to run back once this come around is made by Kendra Lilly.
No, I don't think you need to.
Okay, line similar, a little tighter.
Wait's really good. T-line. Yep, line.
Yeah, Ash.
Line only. Back T. No.
Okay, well then.
Oh, we saw Nova Scotia pick up 3 to start. What's Newfoundland and Labrador doing?
Well, she's trying to score 1, Vic. She made a really nice shot, Mackenzie Mitchell did on her first. Hit and rolled under. It changed the momentum, but Christina was able to get to it. So Mackenzie faces 2, has elected to play the hit must stick.
The 24-year-old making her debut in the Scotties, originally from Summerside, Newfoundland, Labrador, makes it home now in Dartmouth. And that is good for the single to get on the board, trailing 3-1. Out of the St. John's Curling Club, the Remax Center.
It's interesting, Mackenzie Mitchell lost the Nova Scotia final to Christina Black last year, and her third was Taylor Stevens.
Great shot. Great shot.
Back our situation, Vic. Remember, I kind of questioned Team Northern Ontario going around and leaving such a tight yellow guard.
That was an 8-2.
They got it in the rings, but then the double was made by Manitoba, and then it was a red guard.
15-2.
Now they run the red guard back, and the red's guarding the red, and all of a sudden this end's flipped. controlling that front, that's what it's all about. A double and stays really changed his end.
Okay, line's good. Kendra, top 4. Kendra, top 8. No,
Ashley Simple.
T-line. Okay, well,
Back 4.
okay, well, close though. Stay close.
After 2 years with Andrea Kelly
You got room. Back 4.
moving in and becoming their import out of New Brunswick, Kelly has gone back, lost the New Brunswick provincial final to Melody Forsyth, who is here. And so Ashley Sipola now throwing the third stones.
What's that?
Or dig it this way.
Shoot, I had to stop my hair higher.
What was that? Can
Yeah,
I
I don't
punch
mind
it,
that.
do you think?
I think this might go under is the only thing.
That's what I thought too.
I don't mind this.
Okay.
I like that.
It's the first one we've seen of this.
Yeah. Just
Tempo might be there, but it's dangerous because if it does go underneath, if you hit it a little thin and you want to, now it's double buried, that yellow one. I think they're going to try to tap the shot rock back.
Yeah, I think so. Just lighter weight, though. Not a lot available from the hack for Beth, maybe an inch or two. Try to tap shot rock out, roll your shooter over to the other yellow.
Easy.
Close, yellow.
Easy.
Beth Peterson.
Clean.
Curl.
Curl. Really gotta curl.
Really gotta curl.
Really gotta go.
Second appearance for Peterson at a Scotties. Skipped back in 21 in the bubble in Calgary during the COVID year. Went 7 and 5. And will slip to the back of the 8. So Northern Ontario does, at the moment, they are the shot stone.
This gets dicey.
Pretty good effort. They obviously wanted to sit 2, but there's 2 in there now. Northern Ontario can't make a half shot here. 3 to go.
It's a touch more ice.
You might wonder, oh, maybe just remove something if you're Northern Ontario, but you can't remove the one top 8. It's
Nope.
undercover. And the one back 8, if you chase that, then Manitoba's just going to come around the middle and try to generate their 2 that way. So Ashley's going to try to beat them in.
Whoa.
Weight's really good.
No, we're there.
Okay, well then,
Yeah, we're
A
there.
little wider, but because it's wider, it will slow down.
Good.
We're there.
T, like the last
No,
one.
T.
Whoa then. Whoa. No.
Sit.
No.
Sit.
Can you?
Nice shot.
Ash.
Really good. What was that?
Nice curling.
14-6. I didn't
Nice
get her
shot,
first
Ash.
one.
This is the style of play I was talking about in our opening pick. It's totally foreign to what I've seen from
Cat stayed pretty
Northern Ontario over all the years they've come here.
Now, Sipola did say, Kathy, that when we asked her about the aggressiveness, she said they tend to be more aggressive late in an end. Would you agree?
She said they tend to be waiting for the third stone. They want to keep it relatively simple on leads and second. They feel that that's worked for them. But in watching their tactics this afternoon versus what I've seen in the other games, I think that they've also dialed it back because of the thumping last night, and they just need some confidence.
Got it. Oh, and right underneath. What a great shot.
Great shot.
Great throw, Beth.
Beth Peterson.
That comes up a bit there.
It does.
Boy, that turns an end around, doesn't it?
That's just it. And again, they had control of the front with that red one because of the not throwing the 2 guards for Northern Ontario.
That's a huge shot. If Beth doesn't connect there, then Northern Ontario lobs up a long guard, and it's hard to score.
Yes, and that was in such a good spot, too, that yellow one. Oh, my goodness.
Look at that. Even got the little gear and in behind. And yeah, all smiles.
And a half shot miss here, and you're looking at a big score.
Anywhere full 8 to top 4.
I was a little surprised, pardon me,
Oh, yeah.
when Sipola said that to us, Russ, about trying to be less aggressive early. And I mean, I don't know how, help me out, I don't know how you can be less aggressive. If you want to set things up, don't you have to be aggressive? I mean,
Yes, yeah, and every situation, is different, and it's who you're playing. You've got eight human beings out there that are, good, bad, each different game. So you have to play around your strengths and your weaknesses. And I think they feel that
Top 8.
the front end's playing well, but as I mentioned earlier, they're 5% worse than the Manitoba front end. Ashley's playing great. You just witnessed that great come around, so why not wait till you get to her to make take your chances?
I just think that sometimes, Joe, you don't get that chance, that you need some things to set up before you start getting aggressive, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes, but it's also sometimes a situation where you wait till thirds rocks to try to lob the freeze down there. You keep the rings open, you opt for the hit instead of the draw early in the end, and then you try the more finessey taps or freezes later in the end.
Okay.
That was costly coming up light on this come around. The line was absolutely perfect.
Hit to sit 3 now, isn't it?
Yeah, they had to get second there.
No, like this is July 3.
I heard.
No, it just died on them.
I heard the sweeper saying, as Krista was coming back, that they could be anywhere from touching the 4-foot frozen to fully in the 8. They knew they had to get second there. Just fooled them.
Yeah. Somebody just said it kind of died at the end.
Which is weird, though, because they've just seen so many coming
Yeah,
up. Pat
yeah.
Ashley made 2 nice draws.
Went deeper, yeah. Guess in fairness, if you ever hooked it on the corner and it was open, there would have been a yellow double to sit 3 or 4.
Yeah, and you never want it to bounce off.
Right.
Just protected the wrong way.
Yeah.
Going after shot, Stone?
Yes. Sit the 3 here, Vic, and there'll probably be a double at the back, but Krista still has to make it.
Hard catch.
Remelar. Oh, well, they got it by that one. Now, where's this going to end up? Oh, very nice. Great brush. Managed. Push it through. They sit 3.
Really nice shot, because you could have played that safe or thrown more weight, Joe, and rolled over and set up a very easy double. They took some risk there. Soft weight, haired by the corner guard. I don't see any easy doubles.
Yeah, and Catherine does a great job keeping this straight enough. Any more curl, and it's going to roll too far.
Good.
Just perfect.
Already down the water bottle almost.
It's a cute sign.
Then do it.
The one that they made? Yeah, she drew the bison.
Oh, wow. Good
Yeah.
for her.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Ice in the weight for that?
Nope. Not really. She threw,
I would think it's
She was center line. She was center line, so.
Yeah. Curl's nice.
Thinking there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
T-line?
T-line.
A couple of options here. I think they're going to go with the freeze, and you heard the word. That's a good shot, but the inference is if you make it.
Yeah.
The other option is if you hit it,
fine. We
which
breathe
maybe
into it,
maybe a little
fine.
bit safer. Just tap it out.
Yeah, we don't
You
really
can't
want
see
to
a lot of it, but with a nice soft weight, you might be able to roll yourself into this type of situation.
Now, the screen may not be telling everything. Is there any play on the yellow top 8 and tap it back and to move that stone far enough?
Yeah, you could do that too, Joe. Just kick it up a little bit, long as your shooter rolls deeper.
You need to try to get to as much as you can, though, which is flirting with wrecking. This is tricky. It's a path they haven't seen yet. Weight's got to be perfect.
Final stone, Northern Ontario. Krista Scharf.
It's curling.
Oh, and here comes that corner. And it's coming in a hurry. Here they go. Here you go. Got it through.
Keep going, keep going.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
Far enough so that if they make this shot, it's a chance for 3.
Just seen it, which helps, but it's totally underneath cover.
What was that?
14.
Okay.
Krista was minimum speed too, so you've got to weigh your options here. It's almost, I think, I'd be thinking I'm throwing this maybe T-line out of my hand and see if they can drag it back far enough.
Same weight?
Yeah. Okay. You got it, Kels?
Krista's had lots of weight, though, and had no problem curling.
Yeah, Drew.
Look good coming in. It just kind of.
She was what, back 12?
Final stone.
Yeah.
Manitoba, Kelsey Calvert
Wait for it.
here on a Monday afternoon at the Scotties. We're playing the third, still looking for our first points.
Hard, you got it, Melissa. You got it. Go, go, go. Hard.
Gordon
Push,
Curtis.
push, push.
Oh, you gotta go here to even touch it. And now where'll it spin? And spins too far. Look at that.
Tap the back one too, Vic.
Absolutely. From a possible 3 to scoring just a single. Wow, you talk about being let off the hook.
Yeah, that's where
Krista Scharf. gives up a single.
Oh, it's a Roxy
Kelsey Calvert.
Good sweep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it could have been a lot better.
More buried than I thought. I tried, but yeah.
Turn.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, you don't want to miss this. There's a chance for 2. Oh, wow, Mayer.
Same lead. Clean. Yep. Nice start. Nice shot.
3 it is. Team Canada.
It's there.
3 a tie. 4 to possibly take the lead. Calling it off now is Lily. Late licks. What do you got? Up. Oh, they stuffed it. I think it's 2. Final stone. Northern Ontario. Krista McCarville right now. Shot rock does belong to Canada. This is going to take a lot of rattling here. Run it back. Kick it sideways. No. And it'll be 3 straight Canadian championships. Carrie Anderson. The 45th anniversary flashbacks brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue and the official tissue of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for 45 years. Yeah, a couple of final appearances for Krista Scharf. In 22, the silver, 16, the silver when she lost to Chelsea Carey. And the lineup change now this year, hoping to win her first. And it would be the first for Northern Ontario since '88 when Heather Houston won. Oh, I don't know what you're saying, Heather Houston from Thunder Bay, but back in '88 there was no North and South. It was all one Ontario. And then, of course, Heather went on the next year to defend and won as Team Canada, winning back-to-back. As we come back on this Monday afternoon to Mississauga, Ontario, and our 4th day coverage, the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. What a break that was for Northern Ontario, as Peterson, team from Manitoba, skipped by Kelsey Calvert, had a good chance for 3, have to settle for a single, and so for the first time in the game, here in the 4th, it is Northern Ontario with Krista Scharf. They do have last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Yellowstone.
Kelsey Calvert, a little bit we've watched this team look out so far is she, in my opinion, is good or better than any skip here so far this week. And that's the first time she's missed one, but she missed it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Hard shot, Joe. It was dead buried. You had to bump it, but how far did you have to bump it? You had to bump it a foot.
That's what I thought too.
If you miss that the right way, like draw weight, use your brushers, you're guaranteed 2.
That sounds good.
And just that little extra weight didn't come up like the previous stone and ticked your own out, basically.
And in fairness to Kelsey, she'd just thrown that path with kind of a hit weight, like a hack, and she got an inside roll. She had plenty of curl. Krista's came down with her draw, and that one also got
Almost
curly, even though it
overcurled.
was heavy, almost overcurled, but 2 sweeps the whole way. The path a little bit straighter, overthrow by a bit. You know, the paths weren't in, and all of a sudden you only get 1 out of that, which is crazy.
Good sleeping.
That 8th rock, you've got to. If you're not going to make it, you got to miss it the right way. That hurts.
Remillard draws in behind. You'll notice Sarah Potts, of course, will spend more time with Krista Scharf because Sarah, who throws the lead stones, does hold the brush than for Krista. So she wants to be involved in everything, every shot prior to it. So acting as the 3rd and spending that time chatting with Krista Scharf. Kendra Lilly. Okay, running this back. Got it? Sure does. Now you're going to lay down underneath your own. And, it just peeks out on that wide side.
Great effort.
Double or the roll.
Good shot, Kendra.
Around. Okay. At least the guard's out a little bit further.
Good shot.
It's good that I don't think through the hole's that hard, but.
So they blanked the 3rd. So Nova Scotia continues to lead there. And a blank there in the 3rd. It's Alberta after their steal of 2 leading there. And New Brunswick, of course, they got 1 more. That's 2-1. They lead PEI. Kathy, don't need anything.
Well, I was going to say that in the New Brunswick game, she made a really nice shot. Facing 2, she had to make a draw, and she has. There's no chance. Not ever.
I knew he was going to do that.
Yeah, I thought, where are you going, buddy?
Okay. That is there right now.
Yeah, I know.
I think you're too much.
Back
She who laughs, laughs.
Yes, that's true.
Big. There.
There you go.
Is
really big.
Team Manitoba has to go outside the regular draw line. Might have just misread this path. A little extra speed.
And well, it hangs on back edge of the 8. But that, to me, would be the tendency. No, Russ, I mean, you're going out to a path. It's
okay.
As they say, it's fresh out there. Maybe you're going to tend to overthrow it a little bit.
Yeah, 90% of the curling clubs that you train in or play in, that would slow down a lot. A lot of the Scotties, Briars worlds would slow down a lot because there's frost. Here, there's no frost, believe me. It's cold. So
Slightly full here.
Merck's ice is just so pure right across. They got to be careful on those.
They'll be happy that stopped for second shot, though, Russ. Some of those ones, too, you make the educated guess. You say, I think you need 6 feet more, and then all of a sudden you don't. And sometimes you zig when you should have zagged. Now they know for the next one.
They got something set up here. Can you roll this underneath that center? Oh, doesn't quite get there. But they are sitting the shot rock for the moment, Northern Ontario.
8-9. But that's great. I mean,
I'd like to roll a good foot here. If not, roll about 3 feet. There's going to be there's a window on the right side of the centers. If it stops right side of the button, it would be accessible. Just a little flop here, about a foot.
We're going to throw quite a bit less weight than Northern Ontario just did.
Beth Peterson.
Really gotta go.
As animated as you'll see.
Gotta go, Kat.
Following it down.
Kat, you're doing it.
Kath Remelar, no. And she'll roll it the other way.
10-6.
Sorry.
So another chance.
Okay. Make sure we save for shot, though, right? Because otherwise.
Well, yesterday was a Sandra Schmerler day, first Sunday, and those were the pins given to all the players to wear on the 25th anniversary of the Schmerler Foundation. And despite all the challenges of the storm and the lack of people answering phones, look at this. A record for the day. $1.184 million. Thank you to all of you who made donations. You got it, come across, snow slides underneath. And just a reminder, you can continue to make donations. Just go to sandraschmerler.org, sandraschmerler.org, to make a donation in support of neonatal care across Canada.
They go down this same track that they were a little deep on. Should have it figured out here. There'll be no lack of curl hog line in.
Didn't seem to run a whole lot different than draw to the button here.
Yeah, okay. Same as other games, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Kelsey's first draw of the game, I think. So you hear them using those descriptors, same as other games.
Okay, top 4.
Kelsey's such a great drawer, good field player.
Top 8.
Skip Stones.
T-line.
Here in 4, 1-0 Manitoba leads it.
Yeah, it's running.
Curling now.
Okay, top 8. Top 4.
To curl.
No, we're still T. We're still T.
A 4th straight win for Peterson would put them in great position to qualify.
Yeah.
One of the 3 spots that comes out of the pool, and around she goes. T-line, 4-foot, shot rock.
Slides nicely out there.
Yeah, I had 14.5 on that, so that was there on its own. You could throw a 15.5 with your sweepers, hog to hog. That's quick.
It's going to curl. None look great. Actually, from the overhead.
2-1, Alberta Skurlik leading Julia Weigel out of Iqaluit.
Julia hit and rolled out on her final stone facing 2. So that allows a draw for 2 for Kayla, looking for a half a stone in the 12-foot.
Okay, it looks really hard.
With a record of 1-1, 66% so far on her draws in this year's Scotties.
4-6. Nice shot, Kale. Good sweep. 2.
2 it is to extend the lead over Weigel. Team from Iqaluit winning one of their games so far, their first win since 2020 at a Scotties.
She doesn't like it. Okay, then do we just come around that way?
Well,
Or
it's
run.
just, it's very hard. Like, unless we're right here, I
I
just
don't
think.
mind the run. You played it. At least it opens it up. Maybe she doesn't guard perfect on her
And
next
if she
one.
does guard, then we have this. I mean,
She's not guarding. I think she's going to be coming in.
but then we should have a hit and roll
Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
Okay, let's run it.
Right? Do you like this? I don't think it's hard, but you made
Just
it
like
right.
little off
Yeah, I
center.
curled it.
So like, yeah. There, yeah.
Some support you could maybe try to navigate if you're Northern Ontario coming off the center line. I think Krista could see shot rock from the hack. It's just that with the high guard and the way you just get by that high guard, the way it curls, you're probably still going to crash on the tighter guard.
For
The
sure,
door isn't
yeah.
opening the right way.
Yeah, if you could throw in-turn there, you'd be
North
fine.
hair,
But the
north
out-turn's just going to keep curling onto the corner.
Mine will curl
I like this a lot because you heard them say if we miss this, it opens up both sides.
And she always has the other side of the sheet for draw to the full 4. We saw this on Kendra Lilly's. They should have a good idea of how it'll run.
Running it back early.
Yep.
Okay.
Hard. Yep, hard.
Hard. Gotta
Yes!
go. Really hard.
Ashley Sipola.
Yep.
Has Potts got this line call correct? No, and watch out.
Yep, roll it, Ash.
And it'll open up everything.
Fortunate to open up everything. Good point, Vic. If that yellow had stayed closer to the center line, the out-turn draw's gone. They lay a in-turn guard here and you've got trouble.
She's got to be careful, right?
Yeah.
I like this.
Okay. I think you almost want to be tighter.
Yeah, and it's okay if we're like in that line.
I agree. If you bite, if you nibble center line and nibble the 4, it's pretty good.
Okay.
This is good too. Okay.
I think there.
Yeah.
Or like,
This is the
anywhere in
draw
that
the
line.
Blech.
Yeah, this will be the good path.
You knew what I meant.
I just don't want to bring it too far in and give her a triple. Yeah.
If we can like be full 8, nibble the 4-foot, but
A couple of options here. You heard them say you don't want to give up a triple, so you certainly, something like that might be a problem. But you've got to make a decision. Are we guarding that shot rock, or do we actually come maybe into this type of area and make her make a perfect hit and roll?
I think this spot actually was Joe center line, just top edge of the 4.
Yeah, just touch the center, top edge of the 4 will guard shot rock and also really narrows down that scoring area.
Line's good. A little
Final stone now for Kelsey Calvert,
Where are we? Top 12.
Assiniboine Memorial Curling Club in Winnipeg.
Good here. Yeah, just top 12. Full 12.
Oh, get over, Carl.
Okay, we'll come.
Yeah, make sure you're almost 8. Make sure you're almost 8.
You got to beat out that other yellow.
Whoa. You're not there. You're not there.
Oh boy.
Okay, that works.
Case of trying to be too perfect, you
Sorry,
think?
chaos.
I think throwing a tolerance, Kelsey didn't want to be deep there and leave an open hit for one. Anything light, it doesn't let Northern Ontario off the hook.
And the nice thing about it, if you had the right speed, obviously you make the shot. If you're light, you still guard enough of that red. There's no red double. She had options with that much ice on the in-turn side.
we probably needed a hair, but
Yeah, hair
but
more.
I also think that it runs better with 3 feet
Yeah,
more
that's
weight, right? It's pretty finicky.
Just seemed to go a little, I guess, with that way maybe. But it seems to go.
Yeah, right. A little more than
Yeah, 14-7, 14-8. Slightly full.
Yeah.
So drawing against a couple. Those 2 stones covering the edge of the 8. They present any problem?
The yellows?
Yeah.
I doubt it. You'd have to be really wide, I think, to tear him off of one of those.
Line's good. Line's good.
Full 4 is what she needs.
Line's good. Have a look.
What's there?
Have a look. Line's great.
Line's fine.
Curling.
Whoa.
Curling
It's
hard.
against.
No,
Draw
no.
against 2.
9.
Peterson moving up in a hurry because she sees this starting to skate. And skate it does.
One red.
Yeah.
One red it is. So a stolen point, 2-0. The 11th stolen point given up by Krista Scharf. We are playing on sheet D here at the Paramount Fine Food Center, one of the 4 sheets in play on this Monday afternoon. Welcome back. Day 4 coverage, the Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship, and a steal of 1 by Manitoba as Northern Ontario's Krista Scharf went heavy. So it's 2-0 now. Manitoba leading as we go to the 5th. And once again, Northern Ontario has Last Rock, have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones. And earlier I said must win, and
Guys, back forward. Keep.
it's because only 3 teams come out of each group. And so you drop this one, and then you've lost to another of the contenders. You've lost to Manitoba. You've lost to Sturmey. Now you fall back to 2 losses, Northern Ontario, and there's really just literally no wiggle room.
Yeah, especially with the tiebreaker rule and no tiebreakers, so you cannot be tied at the end of the week with the team you've lost to.
Right, so there you go. You've already, at that point in time, at this point in time, you're 3rd. That's the best you can do.
Yep.
It's just the reality of this really short round robin with the no tiebreakers. The no tiebreaker rule kind of came into play with the World Championships moved to that direction. So did the Olympics. So Curling Canada wanting to adopt that so everyone gets used to it here. But the no tiebreaker at the Olympics, it's a 9-game round robin with 10 teams. The Worlds is a 12-game round robin because of 13 teams. So you have more of a sample size, more chances to, make a name for yourself or get your way in. With the Worlds, there's 6 teams that advance. So it's a lot less costly with these losses. It's very dramatic here, the way we do it at the Scotties and the Briar.
Hey, Kat. It's always those things again. Not just.
And if a very, very smart, intelligent person said at the start of the week, 5 teams in this pool, 2 of them are going home, right? It's just that simple, and they're good teams.
We're just putting everything in the middle, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't like this. Do you like the double? We're just putting all the play to the middle. We need to
2-1. New Brunswick leads PEI.
And about that was what she could see on the first one, but she happened to have wrecked on the guard. Amanda did, and so New Brunswick tried to replace the guard, but it is so long. It gives Amanda a chance to chase it one more time. If she can get to the outside, a chance for 2.
Amanda Power making her debut, as her second is Emily Best, but Veronica Main and Sabrina Smith have been to the Scotties before.
Very nice for 2.
There it is, 3-2 lead. Kendra Lilly, 1-2. Oh, look at that, back it up. Oh, and just maybe a little bit of a bad break as it just pops out.
Yeah, didn't quite get that second one out. It just ground to a halt. Good throw, though.
Now, if they roll off, we go around the corner. What? If they roll off, we can go around the corner.
Yeah, just at the back edge.
That is, I'm just struggling with how many calls to change.
Nice shot.
More. Yeah, bigger. Curl then. Curl. Like a 12.
Oh, that needs to really finish here.
Dig, let's go. Hard, you're working it. Go, you're doing it.
Gordon Kurz.
You're doing it.
And yeah, she did it. Now they got their catcher back there, and it'll spin out. So, and look what that goes. It's long, albeit it's under cover, back edge of the 8.
15.
Unforced there.
And I was slightly full.
I need to be slightly full.
You know, just from that comment from Sarah in talking to Kendra, I'm a little, don't know how many shots to calls to change. I remember coming in, they really struggled last night in their loss on reading the ice, adjusting to the ice. Sounds like they're still having those issues today.
And I think Sarah was talking just about game plan, and like we've mentioned, they're playing more aggressively. They know that they have to do that if they want to win and be at the top at the end of this week. But as we've mentioned, this team is not battle tested. They don't play very much. So if you change your strategy, there's going to be more discussions, and you don't have the time with only 38 minutes of thinking time. So if you talk about the seconds first rock of the end, you're going to end up tight for time later on.
Yeah, there's obviously a different opinion on the team on certain shots, and that has to be worked out well before the Scotty starts.
Curled, but like that seemed to take a. Oh no, it looked
So
like it
Lily
just,
trying to get underneath over curls.
I know.
Okay,
I don't know,
I'm
dear.
fine with that.
You like this?
like that. Was that your thought, Melissa, the double?
Okay.
Yeah, because I think you can chase if they come around the corner.
The only other thought would just be hit and roll the 1 under. I know
think
it's
they'll
under.
be able to dig.
Okay.
I don't think this will do much, Beth.
Yeah, I agree.
Cannot see an abundance of this thing. You only need to hit the thin half to maybe make the double, but that's all they have available.
Are you surprised that Northern Ontario went that route behind their corner and didn't just split the, I know it's early, but you just split the rings and try to get your deuce that way?
I think they're thinking 3.
Okay. Just because of the guard.
Yeah.
Hard, you got it. Hard.
You got one, sure enough. Got 2. No, they'll just touch it. Maybe just pushed it in
That's okay.
a little more underneath. They're going to try it again.
Yeah, I think they like this play because their rock is behind the tee line. There's lots of room to work with. They just got to get buried behind that corner.
Sitting 2 works too, Vic, but curlers have this abilities that, Manitoba hits it and rolls closer, rolls again, maybe makes a double. It's hard to control your 2 that early in the end.
Even if you get them perfectly even on the first, if nose gets higher in the house, and then it's a half rock cross house double, and there goes your...
Right, and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, we're there.
This is the right play.
Straight if anything. Whoa.
We're T.
Okay, whoa then.
Top 4. Top 4.
Whoa. Close. Whoa, no, wait, never leave it.
Wow, look at that again.
Very
That
good.
was soft. Yeah.
Very good shot.
I could tell.
Really?
I think it went out the other side
Oh,
again.
yeah,
See enough?
Sure did. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Good
Weight was perfect.
I think you're either sending that. It's a little scary now.
Not so sage there, were you?
Well, they're not going to play it, so maybe I was right.
Stop just in time.
Just throwing that out there.
Wow.
Okay,
11.
Thank you.
He's here all week.
It's going to be a long year, Joe.
Oh, dear. Beth Peterson.
10, 5, 11. Clean. Whoa. Curl. Clean.
Curl.
Hard curl. Clean.
4. Good call. That's fine. Good. Okay.
That's okay. That's good. Beth, whatever your name is. Okay. Yeah. I don't think we
Good
want to go
roll
all the
big
way.
over here.
Even a foot over this way is good.
Yeah. Good roll just back here.
Yeah.
Still want to line that up.
Okay. That's hard.
10.
How much is our your?
10?
I would love for her to chase that.
You
Yeah.
guys like
Roll
10
a foot. 10.
10, 10 and a half.
10 and a half. Yeah. 10 and a half. Okay. Slightly full here. You got it. Just 10 and a half.
Whoa.
10, 5.
Ashley
Speed
Sipola.
up. Yes, hard. Yes, hard.
Sarah Potts.
Hard, Sarah.
Hard. Okay, we're nosing.
And to the nose.
Okay.
It's sneaking its way up towards the button, isn't it?
A little scary.
Yeah. Okay, let's go, Kelsey. I feel ya.
11. She was soft, but
Yeah.
Kendra's, I
But
thought
still.
she was fine. I gave tighter ice. Gave
We
Ash
thought
more
that
ice.
grabbed.
You think so?
Because it really just also seemed to come down right as it went. Whereas Ash's to me was just tighter line.
No, her line.
So still talking about those 2 stones from Lily, they over curled and just popping out onto that outturn side. Skip stones here in 5, 2-0. Manitoba leads at Kelsey Calvert.
And she's trying just this lightweight hit and roll behind the center line guard, make things a little more complicated for Krista Scharf.
It's close.
And yes, she does. And now it'll pop the other way.
Slow down.
Yeah, she said quiet.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to like that.
Back 8 as we take a look at Weagle and Skurlik Nunavut, Alberta.
Julia was facing 3 buried on her first. She played a run back, got a double, and left 1 Skurlik stone. So Kayla went around again. They talked about playing the draw. Those stones are behind the tee line, so easy to get 1, but they'd prefer 3. So this is the run back double.
It's a long run back.
It's a very long one.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Bad break.
Deal of 1, I believe.
It is.
Yeah.
1 yellow.
As mentioned, they picked up a win, their first since 2020. That 2020 year, they actually won twice. With Lori Eddy as the skip for the Nunavut team. Lori is here this week as the 5th, the alternate for Team Ontario.
Hard.
Dear me.
Yeah, get that one started.
Fight the 4, Max?
Yep. Krista's had her interns. They're moving on her. She
Yes.
played a run back last time that over curl. Again before that, she had her guard kind of curl, or jaw kind of curl and die. She might just be a little bit less crisp with the release, a little less forceful. Just seeing too much movement. That's a bad miss.
Yeah. Well, I was like thinking 10 and a half, but
Yeah.
Fairly long center guard that Kelsey's trying to get around here. You might want to be top 8 here. If you get right to the pin, I think you can chase it and dig it out.
Easy line right now. Okay, top 8, top 4.
Top 4 right now.
Top 4 in the zone. Okay, we're tight of the path.
It's getting better.
All there, T-line.
No,
So far in this event,
paths rock always.
she's been 84,
We're really curling.
85.
14-6.
Yeah.
Look at that, 94 now. Goodness.
Cat.
No.
Sit.
Okay,
Sit.
good.
Okay.
It's good. Good. Good, Judge.
Good, Kels.
Good, Kels.
Good, Judge.
That's good.
Good, Kels.
Couldn't get the line any better, but it might be a hair deep. I think that's.
You got a
I think you
pee.
can get that out of there, can't you, on the out-turn side?
And
Tough,
hold
though.
And hold the shooter.
I think you can, yeah. Maybe a hack waiter, hit about a third to a half.
Yeah, it's not the simplest shot. But
No.
I think if you just squeak the guard, a little bit of space past it, it should curl past. That the other side of the sheet, we've seen lots of movement on the chases. We haven't seen any with this
True.
out turn.
I'm gonna stop. I want to show a piece of anything on the other side. I was willing it.
Just make sure you don't overthrow this. Anything extra weight so far this game on these chases runs a lot straighter than they want.
Yeah, you got to make a decision down 2-0. You could throw like a back 8 or something and guarantee you're 1. And if the Brushers can tap it back, fine. But you're right, you can't breeze by this thing. 3-0.
Good half.
Whoa.
Yep. Here.
Yes.
Firm. Whoa.
Firm. Yes.
Her percentage coming in was 65%. So another slow day, but got to get it by this one first. Oh, they did that. Now, can you chip it and hold the shooter? Oh, that will make it up for those numbers. That's the way you finish. Northern Ontario gets on the board. We're tied midway through.
The 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
Well, the storm clouds have moved on, but it remains very cold. We are right by Peterson International Airport as a plane flies overhead. Rick Lang, 3-time Canadian, the world champion, with Al Hackner as the coach of this team from Northern Ontario as they huddle. That was a big fifth as they managed to get 2 to tie it up, Joe.
And that might be what changed the momentum here for Team Northern Ontario. It was a steal in the 4th end that put Manitoba up by 2. Scharf needed the 4-foot and slid just too far, but made up for it in that 5th end with a really tough chase. She just squeaked the guard. A great sweep by Kendra Lilly to get that 2 and even up the score. If you look at the numbers between the skips, it's not even close, but that shot made by Krista Scharf might be what she needs to set the tone for the second half.
Manitoba team out of the Assiniboine Memorial as they settle and talk there. Just putting on the glasses, the Olympic gold medalist in 14, Jill Officer is their coach.
This is the moment where we're free. Where to begin? There's nothing left. We're on our knees. We can't pretend. All we need to do is breathe. This is the moment.
Team Anderson's had a lot of success at the Scotties and over the last few seasons as well, even with changing lineups. They're a strong team, fierce competitors, and I know they're going to want this just as bad as we do.
We've had some really great games against Caitlin's team, and we're definitely going to have to play sharp and put some pressure on them, make them make some big shots, but also capitalize on any opportunities.
What a game this is going to be when we join you again, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Carrie Anderson, the 4-time Canadian champion, wearing the maple leaf, inheriting the coach because of Rachel Holman being at the Olympics. Caitlin Laws, the 2-time Olympic medalist. And it's important, obviously, both are undefeated, but again, it's that head-to-head advantage. And if you can pick up a 5th win, either Anderson or Laws, I would suggest you've pretty much got a lock on a playoff spot. Wouldn't know where you finish, but if you can win 5, that's pretty good. So we'll have that for you at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. As we welcome you back on this Monday afternoon to Mississauga, Ontario, the Paramount Fine Food Centre. In a 2-2 tie, Northern Ontario scores 2 in that 5th to even things up, and here in 6, it is Kelsey Calvert, the team from the Assiniboine Memorial that does have Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Red Storm.
It's one of those games, Russ, where if you're Kelsey Calvert, she missed one shot. It was the chase for the 3 points.
Yep.
And then last end, maybe if she doesn't slide right to top button, if she's just full 8, that chase is really, really tough. She's hardly missed a shot all game, and it's tied.
Yeah, and the other skipper hasn't been that sharp, Krista, and she's, you're right, tied. It doesn't feel like it should be tied. This nice comer almost too good here. It's come right out in the open. It's wide open on the outside side.
No, never mind. It's gone.
Wow.
Just run super straight. Just felt like it was going that way.
A lot of these events,
I feel like
just
they called it
to
like she was live.
kind of be in Kendra's Park here, a lot of these events do have frost later in the game out in those wide areas, and that might bite. It was a nice soft weight. It might bite enough to curl over and get a piece of that, but operator error there.
You don't even have to make the run. Just
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I like that. Or the draw. The draw's just hard.
Yeah,
I like that call.
If you don't
Yeah.
play,
Address the middle.
I don't even think we need to throw that much.
Even if you don't happen to connect in the rings, just get that center line guard out of the way, roll the shooter, keep it in play.
Team Holman's, I think, one of the best at that. They know they're going to make this guard go away, maybe make the double, but they can do something with the shooter by rolling it over and guarding that open red.
Pearl for a piece.
Got a piece of it.
Okay, Kat.
That's okay.
And they'll open up the center line stone.
Try again.
Just gonna pass that too.
Throw a little less.
Shot Rock does
How much was
appear
my
to be the Manitoba stone
Yeah, so 11.
around 9 o'clock.
11.
11 and still slightly full.
Yeah, I think that was just max.
Yeah.
Whoa, curl, 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 curl.
Kendra Lilly
Hard on. Go.
flashed with her first.
Keep going.
Ashley Sipola.
Go hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Oh my gosh.
Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
And not enough.
Yeah.
Golly.
And it was still max weight.
10-6.
I feel like I liked that throw.
Just trust it.
Yeah, I think like a 5.
Have you got something to say?
Always,
Okay,
my
go
friend.
ahead.
A steal by Black in the 5th end has put her into a control situation. Kayla Skurlik also stealing one and in that exact same situation. And in the game with PEI and New Brunswick, it's gone back and forth, but now momentum on PEI's side, also stealing in the last
Okay,
end.
line only. Lots of line.
Back 12.
I knew she would.
You know, just come along peacefully. And aren't you happy now?
Back 8.
You had hope in your voice, Vic, but it didn't work out.
Back 4.
Man.
I think you're just
T-line.
Tee line.
Good cat.
Good.
cat.
Really
Good
came
judge.
off.
14-4. That curled hard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good cat.
Nothing, not enough showing to go out turn now.
No. I heard them say it really hooked, Joe, and they obviously overburied it by a good foot the first time. So this hog line in off that center line's busting.
Yeah, and they were worried that was going to be behind the tee line. A little bit of the weight came off without the brooms down.
And slightly full. Yeah.
Stayed just above the tee line though, so Northern Ontario is going to try to lock the freeze on the corner. It's a really precise shot.
Mm-hmm. Ashley Sippola.
I think it's all there. Close, line on me. Come on. Back eight. Okay, close though.
Back eight, we need it.
Okay.
We need that rock.
Curl.
Bumping. Bumping.
Sarah Potts.
Sarah, go. Hard. It's working. Hard.
Go.
Wow, not enough
Sorry,
again.
guys.
Yeah, they're starting to build the Reds.
13-3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
Luckily for Northern Ontario, there's no
11.
double at this point.
11.
Yep. Okay. You got it, Beth.
Oh.
11.
10-5.
Hair big. 10-5.
Beth Peterson.
Curl. Really got to curl.
Curl hard.
Other way, straight.
Remillard.
Straight. Roll it.
Good call,
And roll it she does, and she'll
Sorry.
tuck about half a stone underneath.
This slide, I think.
Really smart audible by Kelsey there, Joe, because they wanted to get underneath would have been better, and there's a wrong color coming in here. But if this is ever missed,
This is going to give them a double unless we're right on
I
it.
like removing one. Don't we just nose it? Like,
Yeah. Or we go a little high to here.
okay.
I don't like a bump.
Do we not just hit on the nose?
Well, if
Scary,
we miss
though,
it, they're
Kendra.
laying.
Well, if you
I don't
overcurl,
like
there's...
it.
I like the tap.
You could do this.
Yeah, like my first thought was
We could roll
even nose
there.
the back one over there. Can we nose the back middle one and
no, we
sit
would do this one.
1-3?
Do this
Yeah.
one.
I like that. Well,
You like
why would
that?
that spot's hard to hit.
Okay.
Or we never come around at all, right, with the draw?
I like this
10.
for now.
Okay.
it's 6-1 here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I understand if you miss the run back, but at this level, you got to make some of those once in a while. You could sit two, but there might be a yellow double, so you're no farther ahead. So hitting the back one's a safer play, but
Go.
in this situation, you can't really roll very far.
Girl.
Hard.
Curl.
Hard.
Hard. Sit.
Okay, good shot.
Oh, who is it?
You're doing it anyway. You might flip it.
It's close.
My first thought was that, and you might get both.
I'm betting on Northern Ontario.
Yeah.
Even if you don't and you go
He
big,
sets
it's
up a
not
nice
horrible.
soft weight hit right on the center line and maybe roll buried or get that double.
Yeah, if they hit that right on the nose, I don't know if the hit and roll is shot, but it rolled a little bit.
10-5.
Okay. What kind of weight, sorry? 10-5. Okay.
Hit and roll behind the corner. Manitoba will be 1-2.
Same thing that you just threw, Beth.
Just through? Okay.
Yeah.
So neither of you agree with me?
I think you're right. The one at the back of the rings is
Okay.
Northern Ontario shot, or third shot.
They might be able to get it here, Vic, with this one.
All right.
10-5. Clean.
The roll is most important.
Yes.
Big.
So true.
She has that Manitoba tuck, obviously, but boy, does she ever come at it low, huh? Really? Got it? Sure does. And spill it? Yes, she does. Very nice. And look at the roll.
I think you're wrong, Vic. I think it's Reds closer.
Okay, Bryce.
Look at this. I mean, everyone,
Good call, Kelsey.
Manitoba tuck, but look at how low. Right?
Oh,
and
incredible.
then that little bit of a, as you say, that, chest collapse too, right? Comes down. And
Yeah. Just like an arrow.
This is so precise. Just the perfect weight. What a great line call by Kelsey Calvert.
Look where that goes, underneath. Wow.
Yeah, she's dialed in.
That could be a game winner, right? You've got your three. There's only two chances left. For
Okay.
Kathy,
Krista.
pardon me, I'm sorry to do that, jump you. But we talk about, that ability. We talk about Caitlin Laws. you know, and Selena Negovan is skipping the team. That added weight is off of Law's shoulders. Maybe it's applicable here too for Peterson. She's not skipping, and maybe it's just more comfortable now throwing the third stone.
It certainly takes pressure off. She's got 3 young children at home trying to balance a million things. She said at the trial she was so disappointed in her performance. That prompted the switch, and she's playing great.
Okay.
We were calling 10.
And you said, Russ, you really think that that's her more natural position?
I really do. I do. It doesn't, and as Joe says, rightly so. There's no hierarchy. Like if you're a better lead than the second, that helps your team. But we just witnessed like that double is special, and that's going to set up a big chance at a score here.
Hit and roll underneath against Joe?
I think they're going to roll away.
Okay.
It's pretty tight to get an inside roll with that red. That's in the top of the 12-foot.
If you ever roll out of the 4-foot, get it back 8, there's a big decision to make for Northern Ontario.
Yeah, do they come around the double corner situation?
And
but if you miss that, it's 4.
Yeah, right.
I'd love to get a big roll here. Don't leave that hit and roll under for Northern Ontario.
11, a hair big. Oh. Hair big. Clean. 11. Yeah.
It'll go here.
Yeah.
Remolo. Get it by their own first. They did now. Roll it away, and they do. T-line. Edge of the button.
Good shot, Kels. Good speed.
Good shot. They didn't want to go too aggressive on the line call, looking for the long roll and flirt with rolling out. So you have to play at a tolerance there. But I think it's still there for Krista McCarville to make this long roll behind the 2 on the right-hand side of the screen.
That was a 9-2. Yeah. So I'll just keep same weight. Okay.
Well, she was trailing 2-0 in the playing the 5th, and this got her on the board to tie things.
Game saver, to be honest. I just think they were the second best team out there until this shot was made, and that's brilliant. Perfect speed. That was fully buried.
To get 2, Key Shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together. And now the final stone, facing 3, Northern Ontario and Krista Scharf. Sipala. Sipala. Can you get the roll underneath? Oh, no. Too thin. And away it goes. So it'll be an open draw for 3 for Manitoba.
Any thicker, she gets the double.
Yes.
That hurts.
Off and on all the way down.
Yeah.
And
Obviously, went under. So close.
Anywhere in the paint. To break it open here in 6.
Yeah, line's fine. You're in the good stuff.
Back
Whoa.
It's running.
Not curling.
Okay.
There it goes. There it goes. 14-8. Sorry, it just held a little longer. Good, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Good judging.
It also went over a piece of something when she got out of the hack.
There it is, 3.
We saw it go over something. Yeah, no worries.
Manitoba.
I know, I heard Melissa.
It would be a big win. It's a beautiful day, albeit cold, I'll admit that. But considering yesterday, much nicer here in Mississauga, Ontario, on the western boundary of the Greater Toronto area. Paramount Fine Food Centre. Outstanding as a junior, wonderful career. A lot was expected of Kelsey Rock then, and now Kelsey Calvert, when you consider their 2 Canadian championships, 2 world championships. Was dominant as a university player, back-to-back golds, CIS with the Alberta Pandas, and second appearance, a bronze medal with Kate Cameron in 24, and now skipping this team here, the only Canadian to win back-to-back World Junior Championships, Kelsey Calvert.
Well, when we talked to her yesterday, Vic, before the game, I asked her how much she and husband Braden Calvert play the salt and pepper shaker game, because they call a very similar game. Braden is a brilliant draw master, and Kelsey goes to the draws as well. And she said, he's hard on me. I always get my pre-Scotties cry after my meeting with Braden, but then it gets her ready to play.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they live in Carberry.
They do.
Well, they are beef farmers, I
Yep,
believe.
cattle.
And so they go off into the Carberry Curling Club, she said, by themselves and just work on the game together. And apparently he's not very easy on her, she says. So.
Well, and I'm sure that's just because Braden sees the potential and he just really wants the best out of her. Sometimes the people closest to you are the harshest.
Okay, Kat.
Good point, Kathy, though. The two of them can draw, boy.
And they ever.
I don't like this.
Throw back.
I don't mind this.
Really? Well, we're just playing to the middle.
This is over that one.
Okay.
That one's shot over that one.
Yeah.
It's a huge 3
You
points.
want to try and hit and flop?
As Manitoba moves in front. We go to the 7th, Northern Ontario, and Krista Scharf with last drop as the Hammer playing the Yellow Stars.
That's fine.
You gotta keep the shooter. Okay. 9.5.
Russ, I thought they might ignore the situation behind the tee line and just put another one around their corner.
And for a couple of reasons, you need 3, and it's deep, that first one. So if Red Freeze comes in there, that's been nullified also. Yeah, I like that.
And you kind of know that Manitoba didn't want those rocks back there, so leave them for a few minutes.
They're helping you.
9.5. Yep.
Nothing wrong with this call either. Try to eliminate some red rocks in the rings, open up the scoring area. Need to keep the shooter.
Kendra Lilly
Okay, whoa.
got one. Oh, she's going to touch them all and gets 2. And it's a much-needed shot for Kendra. She's been struggling most of the day, coming in just prior to that shot at 60%.
Nice shot.
I feel like that's the call all day.
What?
That's the call all day.
I know. I'm just struggling a little bit with like her confidence is so low. And I'm just like, and like Rick just said that.
There we go. So we
it's like
just
I don't know how much we change things.
it goes to what you've been saying, Russ. This is a team last night that struggled badly. And we said that Krista was 65% in her 3 games. And today she's not very good. She's at 69, if I see it correctly. And you can see it. The other members of the team saying, how are we going to get her out of her funk? What are we going to do here? We try and get her to change some calls. What do you do, Joe?
Well, that's kind of the age-old question. I think it's going to be different for every team. Sometimes the skip needs the rest of the team to kind of rally around them and maybe take some of the decision-making or take a bit of that weight off of them. Whenever I played and had a skip that was struggling, it's the front 3 in the team. You just try your best to dial it on your own shots.
Yes.
Make your stuff. Have your skip looking at some easier things to play. Keep trying to frame things for them. Sometimes it's not a matter of gripping things tighter or questioning everything.
Absolutely. Well said. It's that discussion, one of them was a curler that missed 2 wide open hits last end. So that doesn't help your skip either.
Yes. Okay.
Opening here for Northern Ontario, though, with
It's
Catherine flashing on the open hit.
Sit down.
Oh, no.
14-1.
Oh, that's a huge missed opportunity.
That's part of the problem for Kendra, too. Like some of the degree of difficulties there.
Thank you. Let's go to New Brunswick and PEI, Kathy.
Well, you can see the cornerstone that's frozen, and so not much choice, but this is a force. Needs to draw full 8 or better.
Line's good. Stay close.
From the Capital Winter Club in
Stay
Fredericton,
close.
21-year-old Melody
Line to
Forsyth
nose. You don't have backing.
making her debut.
Well then, all you.
And right out of juniors, she's won the 25 New Brunswick Junior Championship.
Been a lot of good draws today.
The draw weight for both skips in this game has been very impressive.
10-5.
10-5.
10-5. 10-5. Yep, for nose.
There's some seriously simple shots are being missed too, Joe. I hate that it's easy for me up here, but 2 wide open hits on the out-turn side last end, freebie there through the rings. At least miss it the right way when you're 3 down, be short. It's I'll stick up for the skipper in this one.
Yeah, it's more than just Krista struggling,
Oh,
right? It's
Still think that's there.
Where? Line only.
T-line. Top 4.
Ashley
Okay, wall
Sipola.
line.
Top 8.
Wall line.
We got to make sure we get it there.
Okay, get it here. Nice.
Lily
Top 12.
Hard.
and Potts.
Hard. Hard.
We're there.
Okay.
Keep going to curl.
Oh, no. It's fine. It's fine.
Nice shot.
And in behind they go to sit 2.
Very
You're
nice.
trying to take me out.
You tried to take me out.
I think you're trying to
You
take me out.
put your room in between my feet.
No, you.
You did.
That was
Top 12.
This is a great shot, and what Ashley does so well is she uses the sweeping. She's not going to overthrow this.
No, it's fine.
Has to be above the tee line.
Good shot, Ash.
Perfect.
They're trying to take me out.
You tried to take me out.
Precise little run back here for Beth.
Yes. Yeah.
Pass Peterson.
Yep.
Remillard backs off, run it back, touch
Good shot,
one,
Beth. Good shot,
and we'll leave the shooter up
Good.
front.
Hey, that's good.
So that stone is still tucked in there, back of the goal pit.
She's just been deadly, though, with her precision hitting, Russ.
And at third, she's getting more opportunity to do that. So, yeah, she's making everything.
And that has to be hard for someone that's skipped for so long. You're
Yeah,
used
sure.
to watching 6 rocks come at you. You've got all end to just get ready to throw your own. Now she's got a sweep. She just has to trust the broom that she hasn't seen any lines. It's really remarkable how well she's playing.
90% on her hits.
Yeah, there you go.
Top 12. Girl. Go if you have to, Sarah. Go. Hard, guys.
Yeah, we are light. Go. Gotta go. Hard. Meet.
Hard.
Push.
Okay. 16-6.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Manitoba nursery.
That's Beth's
this is
dad, Murray.
Beth's youngest. That's Addison. All the players have had babies in the last year or so. And it's interesting that Beth was saying that all of them have tried to get and put their yellow and Manitoba colors on, and it's really brought them all together because they've all had the babies in this last year. It's something to share. Yeah, there's proud mom.
Yeah, you threw that up.
And you saw Kyle Kerr sitting there with Melissa and his new one. Of course, Kyle plays for Braden Calvert.
And Kelsey with Luella, who's just 8 months of age. And yeah, Grayson is 5 months. And Leo from Catherine Remillard, he's 10 months.
A couple of choices here. You could go around and freeze to the shot corner rock or go around your own. This might be a better move because even if the run back's made, the yellow won't be in the rings.
Cat, go.
Back for it.
Bury anything.
Back,
Go, Cat. Yeah, you gotta go. Gotta cross center. Both of you go.
Our Cat.
Go. Hi, Cat, as far as it'll go.
Go, Cat. Go.
It's too much ice. Good. She did that really well.
And just that little bit deep. The pinhole is available.
Yeah.
3 up pick. I think that's not too bad because they want to get it at maximum curl there.
Yeah, I think so too. That looks like more than. Might be a little sludgy in here.
It's a new type of formula.
Yeah.
Shooting hot.
These kids are all so well behaved.
Looks like slightly more than
that last one. A little less ice.
That was really nice weight.
Like I think the rock was like more on this
Kelsey
side.
wanted maximum separation. You just heard Beth say too much ice.
Yeah.
It's not quite snapping the same as,
No.
and you'll see that as the rocks get a little bit less sharp, a little bit less finish.
Yeah, they're just
At
going
the
to
end.
dull up a little bit like a pair of skates might.
Yep. Which makes this shot a hair harder.
How about Krista made a beautiful tap, same spot in the 5th end. She needs another one now.
Yeah, that got her 2 points.
Hard. Still to the half. Really hard. Really
Center guard coming up here.
Go.
Lily really pushing on it. Can you save it? No, they can't.
Just down, eh?
Yeah.
Not all bad. No, they're second, third.
Just a little easy.
Denver, all you got, go! Go! You still got it! Go! Hard!
Straight. Yeah, a little bit right on nose.
Hair more. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Close. Close. I was tempted to draw, but
I thought you were gonna draw.
I know. I was like, I like it.
Interesting play. You're giving up 2 here.
I liked it. It's very close. Okay. But scoreboard call, I think this is
Yeah,
probably.
no, you're right.
If she knows
It should be
they'll be
shot.
second, I
shot.
think. If
Okay,
any
you got
kind of
it.
roll, though, they
Yeah,
won't be.
yeah.
It's precise.
Yeah, I think you're right. If you just get a dead perfect, it'll be there for 2.
Kelsey said she was tempted to draw, but if it under curls, she could
Yes.
leave a double for 3. So that's what she means by a scoreboard call.
Yep.
Final stone. Manitoba.
Perfect.
Kelsey Calvert. As we play in 7.
Can't roll an inch here.
Yes. Yeah, hard.
Gordon Kurz.
Hard. Gotta stick it hard.
Good. Good shot.
And rolls it
Good
towards
run.
center line, and they are sitting 1 and 2.
No double either. Beautiful.
Great spot.
I guess same sort of.
Nice brush on there, Joe. That looked
Can't get to the inside.
like it was going to roll that extra inch or 2.
Yeah, she didn't throw it.
liked the draw.
No way.
She didn't throw it super
I
hard.
like the draw.
That's a lot of confidence in your skip there from Melissa. But she didn't throw it super hard. They didn't want to end up, risking taking the sweepers out of it. But once it started to curl all the way at the back of the rings, Melissa did a good job holding it.
Quite a bit more. Okay, well then. 12. Curl.
Now they did when they crashed on that center guard with her first. They've moved it over a little bit, so
Hard curl.
don't have to flirt with it.
Never off. Go.
And sit down. Oh, goodness. And that's just unforced. Steal of 1. Just not sharp. Monday afternoon, our continuing coverage, the Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship from Mississauga, Ontario, the Paramount Fine Food Center, and our feature, Manitoba and Kelsey Calvert out of the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg against Northern Ontario's Krista Scharf from the Fort William Curling Club. And just not sharp, hardly. Steal of 1 there, 6-2 now. Manitoba leads it as Peterson looks to win a 4th straight. But here in 8, once again, it will be Northern Ontario and Scharf. That does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Yeah, we've watched this team for Northern Ontario for a long time. They've been really good forever. So you can't
That's not terrible either.
complain about their work
let's go,
ethic.
Kat.
But if they want to get
Yeah,
that
it's
little
third
bit
rock down
better,
here.
I think they always look rusty to me.
Yeah.
It's probably the best term.
Yeah, I think that's actually totally true, Russ. That's a classic. When someone's struggling, Krista overcurls on her first and then just overcorrected for the second. If she threw her second one the same way as she threw the first, she makes the shot. But as the thrower, you're not quite feeling it. You maybe just be gripping it a little bit tight. So she threw just a little bit, maybe more outward, or just took a little too much ice. I don't know which combination it was, but it's the double adjust. It's just doing too much the other way.
And the guard had to be no problem because it had been moved over, right?
It was makeable a second time for sure.
But those are things where you're playing your way in. Sometimes you kind of have to play your way into it in an event. And if you're more battle tested, if you've been through it more through the season, even for the team, how do you support your skipper through that? You only learn that through playing and competing.
Exactly.
15 and a half. Significant, slightly full.
On the other side of things, I'm really impressed again with this team from Manitoba. They've got all the tools in their tool belt. The middle of the lineup really accurate with their peel weights, their run backs. Kelsey's draw weight has been incredible. They're putting the broom in the right spot too. They're getting a read. They're not making everything. They've got the odd miss where maybe they misread something, but they learn from it and they make it on the next.
Very good. Very good team.
15-7. That's what I got on that one.
Just peel. Okay.
I think the,
Okay, let's go, Cat. Right at it.
Nice throw here.
I think the other thing that's changed too, Joe, is back in the day you had club playdowns, regional playdowns, zone playdowns, maybe a second chance playdown, your provincial playdown. So a team like Northern Ontario would get, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 games in, plus 2 or 3 spiels, and then you are a little more battle tested.
Yeah.
Watch that.
And they have turned their season around. Well, we showed you all the babes in arms when it comes to the team Manitoba. Well, Northern Ontario's babe is on the bench. And that is 16-year-old Bella McCarville, who is Krista's daughter.
I didn't think this would ever happen. It's a dream come true. We always talked about if it could ever happen, and definitely didn't think it'd be this year, but it's awesome.
Very cool. And for Mom, how proud are you? How proud are you to have your daughter here with your team?
Yeah, I'm so proud. I feel like, you know, she's at the age, she's 16. She's been to a few nationals herself, so she has some experience, and I think she's ready to be our 5th. And, you know, she could fill in if needed, and, you know, maybe fill in with some snack grabbing and those type of things as well. I think would be, you know, something that she could do, and I think she deserves to be here.
Yeah, Bella is a grade 11 student at St. Patrick High School, and the 24 Northern Ontario junior champion, just 16 years of age and on the bench. And Mom said as much. Look, I think she may be the future of the game in Northern Ontario. So giving her a taste of what the Scotties is like.
It's such a great opportunity just to see what kind of a marathon it is, everything that it takes to show up for every game and get a feel for, she'd be throwing rocks and matching them and being out there, so that inevitably, if she stays with curling, she might have a chance to come, and then she'll be that much more prepared.
And you think about the junior Canadians, it's an amazing event, but there's not all the extra things like the Schmirler Telethon and answering the phones and being in the patch and answering questions from the crowd. Those are things that teams that are new sometimes have to really pace themselves because it can burn you out.
Yep.
And Bella seeing all of that is just so important.
I thought when we talked with Krista yesterday, she was quite honest with us. And I think you broached it and said, how you doing? She said, I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired. And she says, I've been playing competitively since I was 14. And life right now is getting in the way. And it's just more, everything is compacted for her right into 6 months. And then she's got, there's no off time because the summer, the kids are doing this and going there. And it's a busy time. But when she said, I'm getting tired, I would, it left me pause with some pause.
Yeah, and she said, you know, when I go on the ice, I love every second of it, and it's my chance to be with my team, but her son's in competitive hockey, she's driving her daughter, you become the chauffeur as well, and all of her time off as a teacher is in the summer, and you're not curling in the summer, and so that's also a balancing act.
Strange setup here for Northern Ontario. They're going to have to make a play on those Reds at some point.
Yeah, whoa.
As Peterson has made some wonderful hits.
Clean.
I like no one saying it.
Just very easy clean.
You're clean. You're fine.
And away they go.
Good, Beth.
Sitting the 3 without last rocks as we play here in the 8th.
That one, yeah.
Did she have 15 on Kangaroos?
Top 4. And it would have been top 8, like top 4. So
Like 14-8.
Yeah, 14-7, 14-8.
Just get this close to frozen and somehow get to the left side of center. Just over curl this a fraction. You can't get it out with one swing.
Whoa line. I picked pretty hard. Line. Hold on a bit.
Whoa. Still curling 4.5 feet or so. That's still nice.
I said 14-8 from hog to hog. That's really nice speed.
If you have to go, because it's got to be there.
You gotta go for
Straight.
We're light.
Okay, then you got go.
Once again, Potts and Lily.
So fudgy in there.
And that's the slide path, right?
That's the first time I heard that word, though. And at 8th end, it is, you're right, Vic, right down the slide path. That's where it's going to have its most wear.
I also got a 15-4 on that from hog to hog, so that would indicate a little bit lighter than they thought it would be in that path. The rock was coming a little lighter than they thought necessary.
Or you nail blast it, like nose blast it, but
I think this
do
is
you
a
think
good
there's anything
opportunity.
on the side with these?
Straight
Nothing to like.
Okay.
Do
I think
much.
we're almost just straight guarding like.
Yeah.
With this big a lead. I thought they'd give this a go. That is never going to jam. This one should go this way. I don't think that's a problem. Or do you change gears this late in the end? Because how does Northern Ontario get rid of those 3 red?
I feel like if we don't guard, she's going to spread them a little.
Like
go
around this side?
We just straight guard the 8. She has nothing on the 4, right?
Okay.
Or we blast?
I like straight guarding the 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was blast, but I mean, if you ever, like, they literally have nothing with these.
Okay. Yeah.
In my mind right now.
I agree. Yeah, with them overlapped. Yep.
Bite center.
Yeah,
Perfect.
That's a tough call. It's
Take enough.
you really hate with a 4-point lead to leave those there when it's an easy double. But it's so late in the end. Chris is going to have to make 2 brilliant ones.
Yeah, I think if this was third rocks, maybe you'd see that peel called.
Yeah. Yeah.
The lifeguards. They support the guard.
That's good.
There you go.
You got it. Yeah,
The
straight
Bananas were here on the weekend. Of course, they're always calling for a
Quick
peel.
pickups.
Peel the guard.
Yeah, peel the guard.
Let's get a hair more, Beth. Yeah. You got it.
Tight?
Yeah. Okay. 2.5 is great. Okay, I think 2.5.
Line's good.
Okay. 2.5.
Kelsey Calvert, first skip stone here in 8.
Easy line. Gonna have to curl.
Okay. 2.5, 3.
You really gotta curl.
3.
You gotta go forever.
Okay.
Hard, Melissa. You really gotta go.
Nice fit. Nice fit.
Hard, Melissa. Dig.
You got it. Go
Hard, 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 hard.
Good. Good.
Nice shot.
Good.
Perfect weight again.
To try to hit this.
That's fine. That's a great spot.
good.
Yeah, it's good. Sweet.
I think the score the way it is
I don't really see anything else.
might be the move.
Get 2 out, though.
I know.
You can get that one and maybe that one.
Play.
If you stick it,
I mean,
it's
the
a
only other-
lonely red,
yeah.
but you've only got 1 rock left to
I think
go.
we try to get 2 with this one.
This one is hard. This one's very thin.
Yeah. I think that one's there to get 2.
That way. Okay,
I think
let's
it's
try this
an
one.
Yeah, right
intern
there.
Try
on
to
this
stick-
one that
Like you're kind of trying
Chris
to
is
just
lining
hit this
up,
hard here and
or
hope.
intern on the other one.
I guess maybe a little bit of ice.
Yeah.
Thin on the other one?
Thin on the other one,
Left
yes,
hand.
on the
Like a
inside,
small
yes,
half.
with the intern, get the gear effect
That's
down.
gotta
And
run dead straight though.
this is the easier of the 2, but
Okay, a little more then, a little more.
it's a tough double, isn't it?
Yeah.
The way they're lined up.
Okay.
Sarah Potts
See what
thought they could get a couple here if they hit it correctly.
Crystal will be close. She's such wonderful mechanics. Those can throw it hard, lots of rotation. This should be very close.
Krista Scharf and her first.
Yes! Hard!
Okay.
Yeah, I keep going.
And we'll just drive it straight back.
Okay.
Well, it started last night, and it just continues today for Krista Scharf. Outstanding game
They're all gone.
for
How she
Kelsey
gets 3 going.
Calvert.
Yeah.
The player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Block the draw. What does she have off of this one? Like, what was she trying? I don't think she can really get them all moving. Like, she can't kill all 3. My only thought was, we thought about guarding it.
Looks like it's just.
Or we just guard
jam
this.
it. Yeah, and then just let
she
it
has
draw.
that for 1.
Yeah, or this.
She has the draw.
Yeah, and she just has to bite the 4 to cut us down, which I think.
Yeah, which is, I think we'd be happy with her getting 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can't block everything, so I feel like we're blocking the easiest shot. Would be
I
my
think so
theory
too.
on it,
So
but
then we're blocking the draw.
that would be my thought. But if you
I
think
just want to make sure she doesn't have
if
anything.
you think it's a
multiple.
multiple, then that's your guard. So.
I don't think it is. Like, in order to get all 3, I think that 1 jams,
I don't
doesn't
know how
it?
it doesn't jam.
Yeah. Okay, then I think we're
Are
overthinking
you
it.
wanting to come in or just guard?
I like bite the top 8. Yeah, but if we're a guard, that's fine. Let's call it.
Top 8?
Bite the top 8. Light's okay.
But this
Yeah,
is
light's okay, but the top 8's fine.
Hey, Kathy, we have our first final.
And a very convincing win by Christina Black and her team. Jill told us before the game that they wished they'd won last night, but they weren't too concerned because of how they're playing, and they carried that on the ice today.
To improve to 3-1 coming off the loss to Alberta. And Sturmey.
2 feet more. Okay.
Yeah. Top 12's okay.
Yeah, top 12's fine.
Black stole 6 of her 9 points. Final stone of the end for Kelsey Calvert.
Kelsey's trying to block the draw to the side of the button for one, so she's going to come into the rings, maybe sit in the 8 foot, but tolerance is light. Just doesn't want to be deep and leave some kind of hit.
Well, let's just bring it past so that she makes something.
Just such great control and speed.
To sit 4.
Really good spot. That's harder now.
I agree.
So.
Well, yeah, both are hard, but yeah. Let's throw the button.
Yeah.
This is curling nice now.
Yeah, let's go out here.
Yeah. Should be out in the good stuff.
Just curled a couple inches more than they wanted it to. This draw is still available, but it is not easy by any means.
And they made a good point. If we give them one, we're still pretty happy.
Yeah.
Piece of, like side of the button.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Krista could get fooled here too. This isn't a wider path, and watching that previous rock that slowed down a fraction.
And she was out in the good stuff.
This could go to the back 8 foot in a hurry.
Yeah. Okay. No less. Go T-line.
Yep.
All depends on when it curls.
And last night they gave up a steal of 5 in the 8th to a Sturmey, and now facing 4 here. Final on the way. Krista Scharf. 14-4. And it's sitting out there and sitting.
Good if we were in the middle.
Good try.
Okay.
And finally settles at the back edge, so that'll be a steal of 3. And the gloves are coming off. So just like last night, a disastrous 8th leads to Shakes make the final. 9-2, Manitoba is your winner to win their 4th in a row. And Northern Ontario drops to 2-2.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, Mom. And congratulations, Mom. It's, how do you think? How you doing? Good, someday you're going to see that, Addison, and you're going to go, Mom, why did you put that hat on me? You're like, why did you do that? Yeah. Hey, look at this.
It takes a village. You know, this is a great example of where there's husbands, but I also saw all the parents coming. You saw Murray feeding the baby earlier. That's Beth's dad. And you need that support of the family if you're going to play at this level and spend a week here at a national championship.
I'm sorry, it takes a nursery. That's great. All 4 of them having babies in the last year. Team Peterson picks up the win, their 4th in a row. Say hi. There you go. Thank you, guys. There you go. Congratulations on their win. As we turn our attention now to the game between New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. The PEI champions are from the Summerside Curling Club, and they are skipped by Amanda Power. New Brunswick out of the Capital Winter Club in Fredericton, skipped by Melody Forsyth. We pick up play here in the 9th, and 2 for PEI in 8. Has them in front now, 6-4. It is New Brunswick. It does have Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones here in the 9th.
And the one thing that I would say about this game, Vic, is that both skips have made precision draws and are just feeling very comfortable with defaulting to that if things don't go their way.
Yep. Yes. Hard.
Hard down. Head down. Yep.
Hard.
It's close.
Really hard. You gotta go hard. Hey.
Nice.
Jenna Campbell on the brush will open things up. And there's something there. Those two corners, staggered corners for New Brunswick to use if they can ever get behind them.
Yeah.
There you go. How's that? Is Kelsey Calvert with Uella, just 8 months of age. It's a pretty impressive win when you look at the two skips in particular. 95 and a 53 for Krista Scharf, coming off a disappointing game last night when she was 65%. And then add to that Kendra Lilly, who was 59. So not a lot of support behind Krista Scharf as Peterson wins 4 in a row, final 9-2. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue.
Yeah. 55. You just want top 12, right?
Brunswick 2 down
Yeah, you got it.
with Hammer. You'd think they'd be playing a little more aggressively. They peeled 2 rocks out front instead of going around. So my assumption is they're thinking it's too late to get 2, but now they've decided to go around the corner. You can hang it on the edge there. It will be buried.
This entire New Brunswick team is making their debut. Jenna Campbell at lead, Carly Smith at second, Rebecca Watson at third, and Melanie Forsyth at skip.
No, don't curl, don't curl. Okay, good.
This young team knocking off the, in my opinion, the best female curler ever out of New Brunswick, and Andrea Kelly.
Yeah, so Andrea, after the 2 seasons she spent in as the import in Thunder Bay, goes home, and it was a dramatic win too because they were playing the triple, right?
Yeah, triple knockout. I think 1-3 in a row.
Yep, they
to
did.
Beat Andrea, which is
yeah, Kelly had won the first 2.
Yeah, right. Quite an accomplishment.
Clean. Good go, Veronica.
And just unbelievable experience to be this young and get here to the big show and figure things out.
Full 8, wait. Yeah.
Veronica Main throwing the third stones. Third appearance for Veronica. Her sister Sabrina Smith throws the lead stones. They're the ones with the experience on this PEI team. Emily Best at second and Amanda Power, the skip, are making their debuts.
Five and a half feet asked for here of curl. I watched most of the New Brunswick semifinal final, and if you got 18 inches of curl, you were lucky.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's
Huge adjustment then.
oh my goodness.
Nice if you're not through. Okay.
This card is almost on the bumper.
Stay good.
Almost under.
Yeah, a little bit less weight. Might have caught
Yeah.
a little bit more curl.
Let's stay close. This is at the back of the house.
Veronica.
Last year she played with Jane DiCarlo through the fourth stone. They went 1-7. That was in Thunder Bay.
Sorry, Vic. Veronica would love to make this hit, but roll away from that corner guard situation.
The curl.
And it just touches it out.
That was a 10. Good throw. I gave you too much ice.
Same line.
Is it hot?
Okay, wow. I really gave it.
Okay.
Same line, just a little less. Yeah, I really gave it. I thought I was sliding slow.
And the surface has been
Yep.
looking really good from up here, Russ. You heard Melody just say same line, just less weight. So it's just weight sensitive. If you're, 4 or 6 feet too heavy, you're not going to catch the curl. If you have the right weight, though, it comes in there really nicely. We love that as the curler because it forces the thrower to be precise.
Hey, line's good.
Yes.
You're not just going to have every rock funnel to the same spot, or if it's heavy, it's still going to curl 6 feet. You need to be close out of your hand.
Curl.
So here's to your point. This is a shade lighter. This should make the turn sooner.
Gotta go for weight.
Look at that curl now.
Hard. Hard. Keep going. Keep
Just
going.
easily gets it underneath.
Great shot.
So the
Heels weren't really moving, were they?
No, they're running pretty straight out here.
Nose gets it, eh?
Yeah, soft nose on this side, eh? I think here.
Okay.
Something in the ice right there. Right there.
Dead on nose, it won't have to roll far, so that gets it out of the rings. Or in this case, high-sided across the top of the back one, try to roll right across the sheet.
Big deal. Okay. Yes, correct.
So Amanda Power making her debut as the PEI champion. Named PEI's Curling Athlete of the Year last year for 25. She skipped her team to a silver medal at the Canadian Club Championship played in Barrie, Ontario.
Just tracking out
Just
there.
falling. Oh.
It was definitely a stay.
Yeah, that looks close.
Okay.
Oh, there's a familiar face and
Is that close?
terrific gentleman, always helpful with us. Peter Gallant, 9 times he was at the Brier representing PEI, and of course his son Brett will be playing for the gold medal, mixed doubles,
Not that bad, no.
and then all those years coaching in Korea with Unjin Kim, when they won Olympic silver in 22.
Phenomenal coach, honestly, he's amazing.
And his son and Jocelyn Peterman will play mixed doubles representing Canada.
Okay. I'm going to give 70 good release. Okay. Like full 12 is good here.
You know, we talked about Taylor Reese Hansen out of BC in the under 25 program. Here's another team that's been part of that, the next gen Melody Forsyth. Even just out of juniors, they've been, you know, playing that level just a little bit above, trying to get better.
Yeah, pays off.
Line's good. Okay, if you're team, just bring it back with care. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Good judge, girls. Good shot.
And another final, Kathy.
Well, Michaela Skurlik team that we expected to contend very much and play the last 2 games. A lot of offense. It's interesting. Big numbers so far this week. All 3 games so far that have been won this afternoon with 9 points.
I slid.
Nice.
I was way over there.
And the skipper was 93% in that. And her third was Margaret Fleming. Had a perfect game.
Wow.
Same weight I just threw should be close, eh?
You got it.
Brunswick is looking for their 2, so they decided to split the rings, but Melody's
Same weight I
draw
just threw?
slid
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
think that's
deeper than they wanted, so there is an angle available here for Amanda Power.
Now they tried to. They went to 3 different clubs around PEI. They went to the Montague Club, and the ice maker there tried to, as best he could, replicate the ice here with the curl. But she admits the biggest adjustment for her will be the arena, because she said every shot is different.
Gotta throw this awfully hard to kick it across, what, 11 feet here.
And coming across, going to touch it enough to move it out. Oh, and just will slide underneath. And so New Brunswick is going to get a chance to tie it here. Melody Forsyth will have the draw for 2.
Great try.
Yeah.
What was my split? 60K. And it was a really good ad, so Becca got 15-1. Okay. Yeah.
Just played the spot that makes a lot of sense.
All right, 60.
needs to have full
Mine's good. All you.
12-foot
Okay. Mine's
shot
good.
rock right now, edge
Mine's
of the
good.
8.
All you.
Melody Forsyth.
Running a bit more. Okay. Mine's good. Okay. Mine's good.
Team ranked number 35 in the country in the Canadian team ranking.
Two.
And 2 it is. So 2 on the board for New Brunswick in 9.
Nice. Good job.
2 teams looking for their first win. One will get it when we come back. Monday afternoon, the Scotties from Mississauga. And just 1 game remains on the ice here at the Paramount 5 Food Center. New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, both looking for their first wins in this year's event. And we are tied at 6 as we go to the 10th. And it is Prince Edward Island and Amanda Power from Summerside. It does have Last Rock, has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones against Melody Forsyth from Fredericton.
Team Forsyth did a really good job generating that 2 last ed. Hardly any rocks in play. A really wide corner guard. It was a nice come around by Rebecca Watson that set that all up.
Patient too. They actually peeled 2 center guards as opposed to going around 2 down, and then got that chance late and made full well of it. It was a really good shot.
Okay. Line looks good. Yep, go. Stay with it for a bit.
Sabrina Smith
Okay, Veronica needs to
was
curl.
with her sister Veronica last year when they played with Jane DiCarlo in Thunder Bay.
Wide open right now. Hard. Dig, dig, dig. Push, 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 push. A little more, a little more. Good stuff. 15-2.
So they do have a little bit to work with. That staggered center there.
Yeah, and one too deep that doesn't help PI, and that one there is really a guard. Good try though.
Probably like a high 3.
You could even guard the double, Joe. 6-1, I guess.
Yeah, I think I like this call. Guarding the yellow at the top of the 12-foot, it is accessible to be raised. So the way you make that a guard is you got to guard it.
Tremendous pressure here, Vic, with so many first-time players out here. All of a sudden you're on national television. You're single sheet. There's no other curlers out there yelling.
Carly Smith. And of course it's the Atlantic battle as well. New Brunswick against PEI.
Chance to win your first Scotties game ever
for the 2 skips. Yeah, well, the entire New Brunswick team is
the whole
making
team,
their debut. Yeah.
Dead on might make the triple, but then you leave a guard, so they get the top 2.
Easy peel. Yep, hard. Hard. All the way, right to the back. Hard. Push, push, push.
Emily Best. Emily, of course, was one of the people we featured yesterday on Sandra Schmerler Day. And
I'll be right here.
when her baby James was born, 2 pounds 11 ounces, and then spent 62 days in neonatal intensive care units in both Halifax and in the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Charlottetown, but now is 11 months of age, doing just fine, thank you. So benefiting from your donations, and we thank you again.
1, slow 1, 2, room right now. 2, ease the curl. Can you knife it? Never for weight. Ease
Carly
the curl.
Smith.
You gotta curl it. Never for weight. Keep curling, keep curling, keep curling. You gotta go, Becca, you gotta go. You gotta plug the hole. Yep, go, 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 go. Okay.
The red, yellow.
Same idea.
It's the way to go here, and that red that was just thrown might carry them onto the other red. You might get lucky and get them all. Just a hair high side with some steam.
Yeah, need a bit of speed to splash these rocks. Might have an opportunity to open up this 4-foot with just 1 shot.
watch that back when I. Okay. Okay. This one side's open.
Yeah, they've got that out-turn side there.
You like the
Russ.
wrap now?
At the moment, yes. You always want to have both options.
Could just throw one. Another guard. I was kind of seeing wrap. Whatever you like, but I don't mind the wrap. Yeah. Like later is better, but I think it'd be great. Okay.
A discussion here. They're wondering if they should throw another guard up the middle or if they should come into the rings. I'd be tempted to come into the rings, Russ. Then you've got something to guard as the end progresses, and maybe double peels get made.
Right, and I think the long guard and 10 down the middle is the tougher of the two shots.
So timeout has been called, and we'll see Melissa Adams, who is their fifth and alternate coach as well. 4-time Scotties for Melissa, the former Canadian and junior world champion of '98.
Yeah.
Even T line. She's probably peeling.
Then we put it back.
Times on your last one. Coming on top, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, see how you're
Or
feeling.
guard if we have to. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's staggered in a way that the draw looks good
Try
right
to get
now.
it, like,
Yeah.
around the yellow.
Yep. Yeah, so that if we guard, like it's like double guarded. Yeah. Okay. Okay, right here. Yeah, just top 4. We need 15. 15, yeah, like 15-1. 15-1, I think you're here. 15. Yeah. I think you're coming like here.
Is it the same line for Becca and Juno?
Yeah, like you just have to cross center, so I think this is close. I think that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can always carve it. Okay, all right, you got it, Becca. Let's do it. Top 4. Full 4.
You know, you were talking, Kathy, about all that goes into these events. So first time here for a young team like this from New Brunswick. You know, all that goes, as you say, the interviews. They have to work with us. Well, they also got to go to the Leafs game last Wednesday night, and that's partly due to Melissa Adams, who was saying prior to the game that she wants this team to experience everything that goes with playing in a Scotties.
And you know what? That is part of the gift of curling, is that if you are successful and you travel, you will visit parts of our country that you would never go to necessarily otherwise. I've been to places that they just, you know, you don't have family there. There's no reason that brings you there. And so for this team coming into this area and also experiencing something they hadn't before, that's just a really wonderful experience. Good for Melissa.
Hard line! Hard, Jen! You got it, Jen!
Rebecca Watson.
Hard line!
Tight early.
Hard line! You got it,
They also said 15-1. I'd be surprised in this track it's that fast.
Get it by. Okay, well, that's not bad. Okay, that's okay. Just looked a bit soft. Okay. Yeah.
Still a worthwhile stone, though.
Yeah, it was definitely like.
Just peeling here or running it back, do you think?
I think straight peel on the intern side, it looks like. Okay. They could do it the other way and try to get both.
Veronica Main, third appearance, 24-25. Jane DiCarlo. And they'll just rip it.
Good job, Veronica. Like it high, too. Okay. What was my spot?
The unfortunate part for the New Brunswick one coming up light is very usable for New Brunswick, but it's kind of queued up that yellow rays.
Yeah, if it had had a bit more of an angle on
Yeah.
it, that would be really nice to hide behind, but that yellow's going straight back to the top of the 4-foot all day. Now it's about delaying the play in the rings. Rebecca's just going to try to
Just a 2.
throw a high halfway guard.
Line's nice. Here's good. Line's good. Easy. Line's good. Yep. Curl a bit. Curl a bit. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. It's good. Nice.
So Prince Edward Island, Russ, they do have the last rock. So they've got the hammer. They are sitting 2. One what's New Brunswick's plan here? They're going to have 2 left. They just keep throwing it up. Eventually, they're going to have to come in, no?
Yeah, I think they'll do it on their last one. I think they'll throw one more guard, hoping for a nose hit.
And then come in and try to draw around for the shot, Joe?
Yeah, even if they throw a guard and then maybe PEI changes gears and comes
Right.
in, then you might get an error. They slide a little deep. You can make a freeze.
Yeah, you almost want them coming around, don't you?
Yeah, if Melody comes in on her first, it just gives PEI more time to open up the middle.
You think we come around? Just like the lineup is. I think you can be like. Can we be like 3/4 under maybe? Just makes it harder. Yeah, but then she just might chase. Like, I think that's okay. I think I want her to chase. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like that. She could take the like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
That's
I like
a good
that.
point.
I think you need to go in though.
Half under,
Yep.
3/4 under.
Plays that, it could roll off
Chase
and
happens if you wreck on the front. You might leave a stagger if you're PEI.
Really a calm discussion, too, under the circumstances. You know, like I said, first game. First Scotties, I should say.
It might be like.
I think this is the call. The only reason you throw a guard is that in theory they're not going to miss the peel. So maybe you want PI to play the come around, and as you said, maybe put it in the wrong spot.
She's coming around. Yeah. Okay. And even if she plays that run, like, might roll off and still
The
leave
only
it
thing
two
here,
guards,
let's
so-
say you get it to the button,
Okay, what
you
do
might
we
be able to
think
play the
for-
red-yellow, hit half the red,
I was
clear
thinking
everything out of there.
55. I like 55.
I think that's why they want to be open.
Okay.
Right.
Just be even 3/4 open, then they're not going to play the run.
Yeah.
Right, they have to
We're
hit the
thinking
shot
like
rock.
3/4 under, 7/8 under. Okay.
Yeah, they're just worried about those 2 stones, the red on the yellow.
Yes. To
What do you
Joe's
think,
point,
guys?
just get it partly underneath, and the run back would be tougher.
Skip Stones here in this 10th of a 6-6 tie. New Brunswick's first, Melody Forsyth.
Hard, you gotta go! Hard, Carly! Hard!
Carly Smith,
You gotta keep going, hard! You gotta go. Hard!
Jenna Campbell, and they'll get it there. And they are probably a half underneath.
It's impressive. Exactly where they wanted it. Melody couldn't have walked it down to a
Nope.
better spot.
Not at all.
It's under pressure. The field can be so tricky. Extra adrenaline. You often see an overthrow. Really well swept, too. They knew exactly where this was going.
Keep going! You gotta keep going! Hard! You gotta go. Hard!
Timeout been called now by PEI.
I mean, I'm seeing this.
You see that. Now let's make that.
I'm seeing this. It looks easier than
And the pick.
the down weight.
Yeah, you'd have to hit what, half?
I think so, eh? You hit half every
Yeah, and then it gives me some. No. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't love
Yeah,
chasing
I think
that.
we play on that. I want to make sure I have something for my last shot. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think.
Right on the handle.
I think thick.
You've got to get it
Yeah.
pretty thin, or it might give you. Your nose it's not going to drag enough, so you got to be in the center line side for sure.
All right, you got it.
New Brunswick's might have just curled it about an inch too much. They wanted to be.
Maybe, yeah. It's tricky when they're 5.5, 6 inches apart. There's no drag at all, so they're a hair more than that. So I think thin, the yellow should come back and scare that shot rock.
Like a 9.
Either way, it opens it up.
Well, they were talking to Amanda prior to the event, and somebody said, tell us about what Peter Gallant brings. He says, she said, calmness. When I'm flying, he comes out and just levels it. And that's him right there. That was who he has been his entire career, the way he handled that situation.
Whoa, easy. Whoa. Curl. Easy. Curl.
get this now. Can you angle these two back? Here we go. Bang, bang. Got it and does. And they are the shot rock. That's the yellow stone. Back 12, just off center line.
Good job holding that.
Yeah, just thin enough. Thinner more, I think you would have stayed for shot and you would have rolled that shooter out of the way, but really good throw. And she said, at least I have a shot now.
Both teams looking for their first wins. Both rookie skips.
Okay, so she's going to come around the red. Oh, no, she's coming around there.
She does that at the short.
That will be our next game when we join you at 7 Eastern Time. Two undefeated teams.
You like the draw here?
Canadian champions in Anderson. Laws, 2 gold medals. Both undefeated at 7 Eastern Time.
Okay. Yeah, just play it tight to the red. You like that ice?
Almost tap up the red to the side of the 4-foot 2 and leave block off the center. Just a hair high side. I think the best shot is what they're calling, but that's not a big port.
Okay. 60.
This could wreck on the yellow that's nibbling the top of the rings so quickly.
Yeah, the tap is really precise too,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Skipper's choice in the situation.
But even tap it an inch, your shot, like that looks like maximum ice to me. Just threw it though.
Final stone for the New Brunswick skip. Melody Forsyth.
No, straight.
Campbell and
Gotta
Smith
go.
trying to find this hole, and I may not need to throw their last. And they do not. The gloves come off, and Prince Edward Island is going to win their first in this Atlantic battle as they win it. 7-6 is your final score. Their first win of the event to go to 1-2. And Forsyth and the team from Fredericton will drop their first 3. And that completes our Monday afternoon here at the Scotties in Mississauga.
The 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware, locally owned, genuinely Canadian.
Monday afternoon after the storm, everything is cleared out now. It's just the cleanup here at the Paramount Fine Food Center. What win is it? It's your first. Congratulations to Amanda Power as the rookie skip picks up win number 1 here at the Scotties. And still, we've said all along 5 teams. There they are: Peterson, Black, Sturmey, Skurlik, and Scharf. The others are still in contention, but Scharf was really hurt today with that loss. Peterson, though, very much in control of the group. Just a reminder, we're back with you at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with quite the game. 2 teams undefeated in Pool A. Kerry Anderson, 4-time Canadian champion, wearing the Team Canada colors with Rachel Holman at the Olympics. Caitlin Laws, of course, her championships, plus the 2 gold medals. It's been quite the afternoon, and we're looking forward to some wonderful curling tonight when 2 teams, undefeated teams, battle on a Monday night here at the Scotties. So till we talk with you again, thank you for joining us from here in Mississauga, the Paramount Fine Food Center. This is the 45th edition of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, and it's all right here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.